Baseball.
Star shortstop for the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
It's great to kind of build the new culture here in Kansas City.
Shine on Sports. Weekdays, 9 Eastern. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 82 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM has everything a college football fan needs.
He's in trouble and down he goes. The ball comes out.
All the big games are on the Sirius XM app.
Down the sidelines, midfield. It's a race. Picking him up, putting him down.
Plus, hear daily in-depth analysis on College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
There's not a lot of holes or weaknesses on that football team, and they've got the goods where you want to have the goods for a championship caliber roster.
Our experts get you ready for game day every day on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
Catch a brand new season preview show of your favorite team every weeknight until the season starts. Only on NBA Radio Channel 86 and the Sirius XM app.
You're listening to the National League Division Series on Sirius XM. Join us after the game on MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
It's the Dodgers and Padres, Game 3 of the NLDS. First pitch coming up at 6:08.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Turn your trail-dominating off-roading dreams into a reality in an all-new 2024 Tacoma. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Michael King on the mound for the Padres. 29-year-old right-hander, 4+ seasons in New York with the Yankees, primarily as a reliever. Traded to the Padres this past offseason before the season started for Juan Soto. 13-9 with a 2.95 ERA, 201 strikeouts this season and 30 starts. He went at least 5 innings in 22 of his 24 starts since May 4th. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 20 of the 24 starts, so he's been very reliable, arguably their best pitcher this year. He's 1-0 already this postseason, 7 shutout innings, 5 hits, 12 strikeouts, and a win over the Braves in the wild card round. This is his 4th career start against the Dodgers, and they all came this year. The Padres have won all 3 of his previous starts against the Dodgers. He's at 1-0 with a 2.12 ERA and a 1.75 batting average against. Walker Buehler on the mound for the Dodgers. 30-year-old right-hander, 1-6 with a 5.38 ERA in 16 starts during the regular season, coming back from his second Tommy John surgery. He's had an up-and-down season. Yeah, his last regular start was one of the good ones against the Padres in the season finale at home. 5 innings, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, and a no decision against the Padres. He's facing them for the 13th time in his career. He's 6-1 with a 1.80 ERA and 79 punchouts. Tonight, his 16th career postseason start. 3-3 with a 2.94 ERA. If he could just channel some of his 2020 during the Dodgers World Series run, he was 2-0 with a 1.80 ERA and 5 starts that postseason, striking out 39 and holding opponents to a 1.96 batting average. Dodgers, Padres, we're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Nobody gets you ready for the NBA season like Sirius XM NBA Radio.
Already you can tell that's going to be a fun team to watch.
This is someone who is ready for the bright lights.
Our experts are weighing in on the playoff hopes of your favorite team.
Defensively, they have 0 weaknesses.
Hear conversations with the biggest stars in the game.
Talking to the one and only Steph Curry. Talk with Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics.
Anthony Edwards. I want to compete at the highest level.
We're previewing the season all this week on NBA Radio, Channel 86 in the car, and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM has everything a college football fan needs.
He's in trouble and down he goes. The ball comes out.
All the big games are on the Sirius XM app.
Down the sidelines, midfield. It's a race. Picking him up, putting him down.
Plus, hear daily in-depth analysis on College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
There's not a lot of holes or weaknesses on that football team, and they've got the goods where you want to have the goods for a championship caliber roster.
Our experts get you ready for game day every day on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Good afternoon, everybody!
Hear the passion.
Be aggressive. Get something done.
Hear the knowledge.
The game, folks, is about 2 plays. And that's what it comes down to.
Hear the personality.
I'm going to start here in an angry mood. Get somebody on the radio!
That has made him a sports talk legend.
Does that make any sense to you? Drives you crazy.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed with Christopher Russo. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, or anytime on the Sirius XM app.
Let the games begin.
On Sirius XM, you get all the sports play-by-play you want and all the live sports talk you need. It's always a home game when you listen to the NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB on the all-new Sirius XM app.
How good is that?
We fuel your fandom with NASCAR, the biggest college games, PGA, and soccer. And when news breaks, hear instant reaction.
We got a big developing story out of Cincinnati.
The all-new Sirius XM app. Everything a sports fan needs, all in one place.
You're listening to the National League Division Series on Sirius XM. Join us after the game on MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
It's the Dodgers and the Padres, Game 3 of the NLDS. Walker Buehler, Michael King, the pitching matchup. All the pregame festivities have wrapped up. The introductions on the field for the first home game of this postseason in the NLDS for the Padres. Dodgers fans, enhance your listening experience by downloading the iHeartRadio app and listening in HD. It's all powered by LA Care Health Plan, serving all Angelinos, lacare.org. All right, before first pitch, we head back out to the booth at Petco Park one final time. Stephen Nelson, Rick Monday, guys.
Yeah, Tim, back here with Rick Monday at Petco Park. San Diego is buzzing. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon, setting the stage for what should be an electric Tuesday night at Petco Park, Mo. And you look back to game number 2, Jack Flaherty, it wasn't a great start. It wasn't a quality start. But what he did was become the first Dodgers starting pitcher to pitch into the 6th inning of a postseason game since October 11th, 2021, when Max Scherzer did it. A 16-game stretch in the postseason where the Dodgers didn't have a single starter go into the 6th. So now that gets us to tonight's starter in Walker Buehler, who has big game postseason pedigree. He pitched for the Dodgers the night they clinched the division against these Padres at Dodger Stadium. They need him to come up big again.
Yeah, and here's the thing with Walker Buehler. He was asked about tonight, and he says, look, big game pitcher, and this is going to be his 16th postseason start where he's 3-3, ERA is under 3. And the answer to the question, are you a big game pitcher? Here's the quote. It's really the only thing I care about. And that's exactly what he has to take on the mound tonight. They need a big performance by Walker Buehler, but you're not going to win ball games if you don't put runs on the board. Forget all the chalkboard talk. Put that aside. There's going to have a lot of fingers pointed at you. There's going to be a lot of boos that are directed in your direction. But this is about playing baseball, and the Dodgers, from a hitting standpoint, against Michael King tonight, they got to realize breaking pitches, the last 3 years, 66% of the time breaking pitches, and he has an outstanding changeup. Swing early in the count if it's a good pitch, because after that, a lot of breaking stuff.
The word you just mentioned there, early. Obviously, when the Dodgers are at home, they don't have the opportunity to throw the first punch. And because their starters, Yamamoto and Flaherty, both gave up runs in the first inning, the Padres took the first step forward in those 2 games. The Dodgers have that same opportunity here tonight and tomorrow at Petco Park. They have to own the first inning. Obviously, the first inning you don't win a game in the first inning. But what you can do is win some energy, win some emotion, win some confidence instead of playing from behind for a 3rd straight game.
Set the tone and do it early.
The first 3 innings, that's where the Padres have cashed in the most. 15 runs scored in this series, Tim, 8 in the first 3 frames. And in that same stretch, the Dodgers staff, the last 2 division series against Arizona and San Diego, they've given up 24 runs on 29 hits in the first 3 innings of games. That's something that's got to change in Game 3.
It needs to change, and Game 3 is coming up. Dodgers, Padres from Petco Park in San Diego. Dodgers and Padres tied at a game apiece. Win tonight, win tomorrow night, and let's end this thing. Walker Buehler, Michael King, the pitching matchup. Freddie Freeman is in the lineup for the Dodgers, batting third, and playing first base. Mookie Betts, is tonight the night? Let's hope so. Shohei Ohtani, can he get back on track and lead this Dodgers team off to a good start as the leadoff hitter in this one? We'll find out. Great pitching matchup coming up. Dodgers need Walker Buehler to be Walker Buehler of old. First pitch is next. Are you ready, Dodgers fans? Let's go. Dodgers, Padres, next. I'm Tim Case. This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
Swing and a drive. Deep right field. He has done it.
This has been a playoff edition of Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck.
It's the first time Ohtani in his career has had a 3-home run game. Can you believe this?
Brought to you by Atari Mechanical HVAC.
Our service is a breath of fresh air.
Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Your SoCal Chevy dealers.
Together, let's drive.
And LA Care.
For all of LA.
Dodger playoff baseball is just moment.
You're listening to the National League Division Series on SiriusXM. Join us after the game on MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89.
Let's go!
Dives in the foul ground and he makes the catch. This ball's back, it's gone! Go, go, go! Absolutely annihilated that pitch.
The Los Angeles Dodgers do it again.
This is one for the history books.
Let's go! Welcome to LA Dodgers playoff baseball.
What a scene here at Dodger Stadium.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Ford.
Built Ford Tough.
LA County Public Works.
Visit waterforla.com.
Jacoby and Myers.
Justice for you since 1972.
Coffee Hot Dogs.
A SoCal treasure. Local. Original. Great.
Navien Tankless Water Heaters.
For endless hot water, visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
And by Galpin Motors.
Family owned and operated since 1946.
First pitch is moments away on the LA Dodgers audio network.
It's game time. Let's go!
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
When it comes to personal injury, Jacoby and Myers knocks it out of the park. And with a winning record of more than $2 billion in settlements, Jacoby and Myers is California's MVP. If you've been injured, don't settle for less than the firm voted the #1 personal injury firm 5 years in a row. Get the justice you deserve with Jacoby and Myers. Call 1-800-5-MILLION for a free consultation today. And let the big league lawyers fight for you. Jacoby and Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Our favorite team is making their playoff push, and no better way to celebrate October baseball than with Hoffy Hot Dogs. Just like the boys in blue, Hoffy is always a local team that delivers great enjoyment year after year.
What do they do as a SoCal treasure for nearly 100 years? Baseball and hot dogs go hand in hand, and the only Franks we're grilling up are Hoffy Hot Dogs. So why not visit HoffyBrand.com? Find your Cravelicious hot dogs like their premium beef Franks and bacon-wrapped dogs. Hoffy, original, local, great.
City of Hope. We're more than just a top-ranked cancer hospital. For over 100 years, we've been making breakthroughs, pushing the limits of what's possible, targeting cancer at the molecular level, pioneering treatments used worldwide. At City of Hope, your entire cancer-fighting team is bound together by a single mission: to cure your cancer. And now City of Hope is closer than ever, providing the cancer care all patients deserve. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Now through November 1st, SiriusXM is giving away a pair of tickets to every MLB postseason game through the World Series. Listen to MLB Network Radio for the clues and be the first caller to correctly name the postseason hero, and you'll receive a pair of tickets to an MLB postseason game. MLB Network Radio has your chance to win on SiriusXM 89 and the all-new SiriusXM app. No transportation will be included in connection with these prizes. For full contest information and official rules, visit SiriusXM.com/MLB postseason heroes. No purchase necessary. Open only to current SiriusXM subscribers prior to September 22nd. Must be a U.S. resident over the age of 18.
SiriusXM has everything a college football fan needs.
He's in trouble and down he goes. The ball comes out.
All the big games are on the SiriusXM app.
Down the sidelines, midfield. It's a race. Picking them up, putting them down.
Plus, hear daily in-depth analysis on College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
There's not a lot of holes or weaknesses on that football team, and they've got the goods where you want to have the goods for a championship caliber roster.
Our experts get you ready for game day every day on SiriusXM and the SiriusXM app.
If it's happening in baseball,
You will have an October to remember. number.
It's on MLB Network Radio.
It's wide open this year, but it's not going to be the best team. It's the team playing the best that's going to win.
Just about every team that makes the playoffs has some kind of chance.
It is as star-studded a postseason as we have seen.
Don't worry about how you got there. Just win your games in October and then celebrate at the end.
MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM Channel 89, and on the Sirius XM app.
No one keeps you closer to U.S. soccer than Sirius XM FC.
We're now joined by U.S. men's national team head coach Mauricio Pochettino.
The country is about to compete, to win, and to give everything. What we need to translate to the fans, we need to be protagonists, we need to be aggressive team, an entertainment team, because we are USA and the culture is about to win.
Hear more from Mauricio Pochettino on the Sirius XM app. Just search FC.
Change.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Petco Park in downtown San Diego in front of a full house, it's Game 3 of the National League Division Series as the Dodgers come south and take on the Padres. Hi again, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Steven Nelson and with producer engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. The Dodgers winning Game 1 of this series before the Padres came back on Sunday and they split the series. Now they stand at 1-1. And tonight's going to be Walker Buehler on the mound for the Dodgers, and Michael King will go for the San Diego Padres. The rest of the Dodger lineup will feature pretty much as it has been. It'll be Shohei Ohtani leading it off, the designated hitter. Mookie Betts still looking for a first hit in this series in right. Freddie Freeman is, in fact, back in the starting lineup. He's at first base. Teoscar Hernandez is in left. Max Muncy is at third base. Will Smith behind the plate doing the catching. Gavin Lux is at second base. Tommy Edman will patrol center field, and batting ninth and playing at shortstop is Miguel Rojas. Using 6 umpires in this ballgame in the postseason, Corey Blazer will work the plate. He'll call the balls and strikes. Dan Bellino, the crew chief, is at first. Trip Gibson at second. Adrian Johnson is over third. Down the left field line, Mark Reppinger. And it's John Lipka down the right field line as we get set to go. It's going to be a raucous crowd. Game 3 of this series. Dodgers and the Padres having a play from downtown San Diego. Here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we welcome you behind enemy lines. Petco Park in San Diego. The Dodgers primed for a pivotal night against the Padres. All-time in best-of-5 series, tied at 1 after 2 games. The winner of Game 3 has gone on to win the series about 73% of the time. And when the division series has been in this current 2-2-1 format, tied after 2 games, the club hosting games 3 and 4 has won the series 29 of 44 times. Shohei Ohtani waiting to step into the left-handed batter's box as the Dodgers leadoff hitter against the starter, the right-hander Michael King, who's coming off a dazzling effort for the Padres against Atlanta in the wild card series. 7 shutout innings with 12 strikeouts and no walks. He's into his windup, his first pitch of the game. Ohtani takes a fastball outside and low, but called strike 1 by Corey Blazer. Ohtani was held hitless in Game 2, 0 for 4 with a couple of Ks. King's pitch even further outside, this one ball 1, leveling the count. That 0 for effort for Ohtani snapped a 13-game hitting streak going back to his torrid stretch to finish the regular season. On this 1-1, Ohtani swings through a changeup down below the zone near the dirt. It's 1-2, and Shohei is granted time.
That's the pitch we talked about, Steven, on the pregame show. That changeup, just a 183 average against. And for King, he's going to throw a lot of off-speed pitches.
The 1-2 pitch. Ohtani watches ball too high, a sinker at 96.
Yeah, you can't just look for the sinker itself or the changeup. You know, the other part, too, the Dodgers need to be selectively aggressive. Why? Well, first pitch of at-bats, it's been a .378 average against King.
Ohtani strikes out swinging. A sweeper from King. Gets a K and the first out of the game. And as you can hear behind us, Petco Park is ablaze already. The yellow rally towels being waved furiously around. And the start of pregame ceremonies during which Dave Roberts received the loudest boos you can imagine in the city in which he resides. Now here's Mookie Betts. Base is empty, one out. Swings through a fastball at 96, strike one on a pitch north of the zone.
Off-balance swing at that. Betts is desperately trying to find it. You go back into postseason play. He's 0 for his last 22 in postseason. Trying to right the ship.
The pitch from King. Betts swings again and fouls away a sweeper to the right side. Quickly 2 strikes against Mookie.
We listened to Dave Pregame talking to the media. A little surprised at one of the things he said. He says, we have to match their intensity. Well, hostile crowd, no question. Fired up Padres on top of it.
0-2 on Betts. King comes home and buzzes the tower of Mookie. 96 up and in, ball 1.
Is that a precursor to something off speed away?
Mookie coming off his 32nd birthday, celebrated yesterday. He would like to celebrate his first postseason hit in forever, seemingly. A sweeper pulled away from Mookie. Padre fans wanted strike 3, didn't get it. It's a good call, an easy call for Blazer. 2-2.
That's the normal setup. High and tight, then low and away the breaking pitch.
Mookie 2 for 10 lifetime against King. Those 2 hits, both home runs. On 2-2. Betts holds off on another sweeper even further away, and now the count is full. Freddie Freeman starting again despite that sore right ankle is ready on deck. No score, top of the first. 1 out, nobody on. A 3-2 pitch on the way to Mookie. King fires. Betts swings and hits it high in the air, left field and deep. Profar back on the track. He's at the wall in the corner. He jumps and he cannot make the catch.
Well, Betts is coming back towards foul territory.
Mookie
thought he'd been robbed again.
He thought he was robbed for a second straight game. He was denied on Sunday, but not tonight. Mookie goes back around the bases, and now he can touch them all safely. A home run for Mookie. He snaps an 0 for 22 postseason drought and gives the Dodgers a 1-0 lead.
And he got a breaking ball in the payoff pitch, and Mookie Betts was as surprised at a home run as he was when he had the home run taken away from him on Sunday.
This one went in and out of the glove of Profar, nearly an identical play to game 2 for Betts. This time, the result went Mookie and the Dodgers' way. So a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers in game 3. Ball 1 thrown to Freddie Freeman. Now Freddie is popped up right field. Tatis coming in, Cronenworth going back. The second baseman will give way to the right fielder, who settles underneath out number 2.
Well, on that home run, that trip around the diamond, stopped by Daniels Jewelers. Just say home run for your free team bracelet, along with a $50 gift card towards any purchase of $99 or more. Daniels Jewelers own the dream. How strange was that, Stephen? Ball goes out of the ballpark. Mookie Betts between first and second made a left turn, was headed back to the third base dugout when the umpires notify him, no, it's a home run.
The way things have been going for him and the way things went on Sunday night with Profar, you can, I guess, understand why Mookie thought that was an out. Strike 1 to Teoscar Hernandez. 1-0 Dodgers. Bases empty, 2 gone in the first inning. Solo home run, Mookie Betts. How about it? Here's the pitch. Teo swings and chops a slider foul. 0-2.
Well, there's only quite a few number of outs left in this ball game, but there was great speculation prior to this game about maybe the importance of the Dodgers of making a statement, if not to anybody else but themselves, to get out to an early lead. Well, that's exactly what they've done. 2 batters into the game.
2 strikes against Teoscar. The right-handed King on the first base side of the rubber. Steps back with his left foot, kicks and fires, and pulls a sweeper down and away from Teo. 1-2. Teoscar has hits in both games this series. He's 2 for 7 with a 2-run single in game 1. In Game 2, a base hit, a walk, a run scored, and a stolen base. Shoots back on a sinker that runs in towards his thighs. 2-2 count.
How about this? The last postseason hit for Mookie Betts, 2022, Game 3 here in San Diego in the first inning against the Padres.
The 2-2 pitch. Hernandez checks up on a fastball way high, 97 on the four-seamer from King. Probably his third most used pitch. King primarily a sinker and changeup guy. He's added the sweeper this year, second variation of his slider. On 3-2, Teoscar watches ball 4. A 2-out walk for Teo, who's reached in every game this series.
Well, for King, he was so terrific, as you mentioned, that start that he had against Atlanta in the wild card. He became just the 5th pitcher in baseball with 10 strikeouts, no runs in postseason and Major League history. And he gives up a run and now a walk here in the opening frame.
Dodgers 1, Padres nothing. Hernandez on first, 2 gone. Max Muncy steps into the left side. King pitches. And Muncy swings to the first pitch, grounds it right to Arise on one hop. He's right next to the bag. He steps on the bag for the third and final out. But Mookie Betts nearly got robbed again by Profar in the left field corner. But this time, the left fielder couldn't make the catch. Mookie gets his home run and gives the Dodgers a 1-0 lead.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday.
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Bank of America Roval 400 from Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. In the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Yeah. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
Do you miss the old internet, where you didn't worry about hackers, scammers, and companies violating your privacy all the time? Make the switch to DuckDuckGo, a free browser you download to your desktop and mobile devices that protects your personal information from being exploited. Here's an example. Did you know the Chrome browser saves your search and browsing history to a profile they use to target you with ads, even in incognito mode? That's right, incognito mode isn't anonymous and still allows trackers to spy on you. Unlike Chrome, DuckDuckGo has over a dozen protections built in and never tracks you. It blocks cookies and targeted ads by default and comes with our private alternative to Google Search that never tracks your searches. And there's no catch. DuckDuckGo is free to download and use. We make money from search ads, but they don't track you either. Join the millions of people taking back their privacy by downloading DuckDuckGo for desktop and mobile today at duckduckgo.com and get a browser that actually protects your personal information.
This
A 1-0 lead for Walker Buehler before the bottom of the first even begins. Mookie Betts with a 1-out solo home run. His first of the postseason, his first hit of this postseason. And boy, did he need that, Rick Monday.
He did. The Dodgers needed it also. Who would have thought that Betts, thinking he'd been robbed again between first and second, made a sharp left turn, was headed back to the Dodgers' third base dugout until notified by the umpires. Initially, the Padres had said, hey, wait a minute, ran out of the baseline. Well, no one had called it fair or foul. And then the second base umpire, Trip Gibson, nope, there's no out here, as Betts did not leave the field and didn't have to retouch a base.
Profar made a great play on it and actually hit his glove and popped out over the seats for a home run. So 1-0 Dodgers. The Padre lineup looks pretty similar to the first 2 games, a minor change. It's Arise at first, Tatis in right, Profar in left. Manny Machado cleans up at third. The star center fielder, the rookie, batting 5th, and Jackson Merrill. Xander Bogaerts, despite leaving game 2 early with hamstring tightness, is starting at short. David Peralta elevated to 7th as the DH. Cronenworth and Higashioka round things out. Walker Buehler's first pitch to Arise is a high fastball at 95, ball 1. Buehler's first start since he started the NLDS clincher against the Padres at home on the 26th of September. As Arise slashes one into left center field. Edman on the run. He slides and makes the catch. Tommy Edman with a long run from center field to basically left field, Rick Monday. Slides and makes the play with Teo crossing in front of him for the first out. Spectacular.
I'll tell you what, this is a noisy crowd. To the point, if you've never played in a postseason game, you can't hear the guy sometimes standing right next to you yelling at the top of his lungs. There has to be a great trust, and that is a big, big play.
And now a big AB. Fernando Tatis Jr. bends back out of the way. Ball one. A sinker up and in from Buehler.
Good pitch. I mean, the people are booing, but, Tatis is not a guy you can just leave up there and have a comfortable at bat.
Buehler goes back to a cutter this time. Misses again, 2-0. And especially given Tatis and his history against Buehler, he's 9 for 29. That's a .310 batting average with 4 home runs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good cutter on the bottom third of the zone from Buehler to get into the count.
In 4 postseason games, Tatis is only hitting .643 this year.
The 2-1. It's a breaking ball low. Buehler went to a slider and Tatis laid off 3-1.
So .643 in the 4 games. Of course, the 2 against Atlanta. He has 3 home runs and 7 runs batted in.
Buehler's 3-1 pitch. Tatis swings and chops one to the left side. Muncy charging in, has it in the glove. Clean transfer, good throw to Freddie Freeman. 2 gone.
I loved what Walker Buehler said when asked about pitching in tonight's ballgame. I said, hey, look, in your history, you have been known as a big game pitcher. And his response was, and I quote, "It's really the only thing I care about." And here he is on a big stage after coming back from another Tommy John surgery and other setbacks this year.
Jurickson Profar sends it into the screen behind home plate. Foul ball makes it 0-1. It is 1-0 Dodgers here with the bases empty and 2 out in the bottom of the first inning. Mookie Betts with a home run. They give the Dodgers this early edge. Buehler's 0-1 pitch. Way high on a fastball into the glove of Smith. Ball 1.
Profar, Steven, one of those guys that can kind of get overlooked in the Padres lineup, and he just had himself just a huge year in coming back. And he helps set the stage in between Tatis and Machado.
The 1-1 pitch. Outside, tails away. Yeah, Profar signed a 1-year, $1 million base salary with the Padres, and he became an all-star this year. Hit .280 in the regular season, an OPS of .839. On the 2-1, Profar shoots out of the way of a yank cutter, nearly hit him in the midsection. 3 balls and a strike. Profar one time was the top prospect in all of baseball. Took him a decade to really figure things out in this 11th season. The 3-1 from Buehler. Popped him up. Right up with the middle of the diamond. Miguel Rojas waiting for it to fall, and it drops into his glove as he's on the edge of the dirt. It's a 1-2-3 bottom of the first for Walker Buehler. A 0 in the bottom of the first. So the first time out of a Dodgers starter in this series. 1-0 as we go to the second.
Take your love of 80s music to the max.
For sure. Like, totally.
With New Wave and 80s Alternative on First Wave, Channel 33. Feel the noise of spandex, big hair, and big riffs on Hair Nation Channel 39.
Come on, feel the noise.
Or bounce to hip-hop classics on LL Cool J's
Rock the Bells Radio.
Channel 43. Listen to...
Hey you. Yeah, the one that's listening to the MLB playoffs with us. We really appreciate you being here. Please help our community grow. Take a minute to click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single MLB playoff game here on Toronto Sports Insider. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Now, if you're already subscribed, we appreciate it. Cheers, Insiders. Now, please share this link out as much as you can. Send it out to the social boards. Put it up on the social media, on Twitter. Get it out there. Let's bring more baseball fans here into the chat to hang out with us during these playoffs. Really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button as well as hitting that share button. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
Contest information and official rules, visit SiriusXM.com/MLB Postseason Heroes. No purchase necessary. Open only to current SiriusXM subscribers prior to September 22nd. Must be a U.S. resident over the age of 18.
Catch a brand new season preview show of your favorite team every weeknight until the season starts. Only on NBA Radio Channel 86 and the SiriusXM app.
Mookie Betts goes the other way.
Dodgers fans, this is Mookie Betts. You're listening to Dodgers Baseball on SiriusXM.
Well, Rick Monday, what did we talk about pregame? The first inning, the importance of for both sides. In Dodger Stadium, the first two games, it went the Padres' way. They punched first. Tonight, the Dodgers return the favor.
Yeah, and I think you really deliver a message to yourself. You don't worry about messages going on the other side of the field, that being over the Padres or even the fans here. You're not going to win them over anyway. How about the at-bat? Let's take a closer look very quickly at Mookie Betts. Remember, Betts was down early in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. He was able to work the ball to 3-2 count and then hits the home run. And hopefully that's going to be the salt and pepper, if you will, for Mookie Betts to kind of get a little bounce back into his step.
1-0 Dodgers thanks to that home run that nearly wasn't. Mookie didn't think it was for a moment. Went into the glove of Profar, who leaped at the wall into that corner about 342 feet down the left field line. He jumped but couldn't keep it in the glove. So a solo blast from Mookie. All the damage for either side in the first. Will Smith will start the second and swing through a fastball from Michael King, strike 1. Smith is 0 for 4 in the series, but has walked 4 times, twice in each game. King at the letters, drops it to his belt, into his windup, and Smith takes a pitch this time, a sinker that just clipped the outside corner. He's seen some width to the zone on both sides of the plate so far tonight from Corey Blazer. Not an extreme amount, just a little bit, something to monitor. The 0-2, way high on a heater at 95, 1-2.
From a hitter standpoint, King throws around his body. By that I'm talking about he works off the first base side of the pitching slab. His stride is really towards the on-deck circle, not directly towards home plate.
The pitch. Smith strikes out, swinging. Second K for King. Ohtani and now Smith. 1 out in the top of the second inning. I mean, King has Will's number. Smith is now 2 for 12 with 7 Ks. So Gavin Lux will step in. 1 out, nobody on. 1-0 Dodgers. King, the first-year Padre, was a huge part of the Juan Soto deal with the Yankees in the offseason. Lux swings at the first pitch, grounds it to second. Cronenworth on the backhand, throws across his body on the run. On the money, 2 away.
Well, I mentioned that for Michael King, on the first pitches of at-bats, he's given up a very high average, over 370. So that's the 3rd time already the Dodgers have had the first swing put into play.
Bases empty, 2 out. Tommy Edman. Edman has more hits in this series than he had the final 8 games of the regular season combined. He's 3 for 7 with a run and a stolen base. Well, a couple of stolen bases, in fact. Well, Edman batting from the left side against the right-handed King, who delivers. Tommy takes strike 1, a fastball that just got the outside corner in the right-handed batter's box. King in his last 22 starts, he allowed 2 or fewer runs in 19 of them. Broken back ground ball right back to King on one hop, straight up on the mound. He takes his time, throwing it over to Arise. It's a 1-2-3 second for King. 1.5 innings gone at Petco Park. It's still 1-0 Dodgers.
Our favorite team is making their playoff push, and no better way to celebrate October baseball than with Hoffy Hot Dogs. Just like the boys in blue, Hoffy is always a local team that delivers great enjoyment year after year.
What do they do as a SoCal treasure for nearly 100 years? Baseball and hot dogs go hand in hand, and the only Franks we're grilling up are Hoffy Hot Dogs. So why not visit HoffyBrand.com? Find your Cravelicious hot dogs like their premium beef Franks and bacon-wrapped dogs. Hoffy, original, local, great.
Medicare beneficiaries need help choosing the right health plan during this year's AEP? Let PIH Health be your guide to all things enrollment. Don't miss your chance to join our network in 2025. Visit pihhealth.org/Medicare or call 888-365-4450. That's 888-365-4450.
Cheers, baseball fans. Thank you for hanging out with us during this Division Series MLB postseason matchup. Please hit that like button down below. It helps bring more baseball fans and sports fans here to the chat to help you cheer on your team. Where are you watching from in the chat? Let us know. Say hi and hit that thumbs up button. We'll be right back to the baseball action. We'll see you guys in the chat. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it classy. And good luck to your team. Hope they win and move on to the World Series.
Doggy has you covered. Tune in to Mad Dog Unleashed for the best baseball coverage anywhere. Weekdays 3 to 6 Eastern. Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be bad.
And all your trail dominating new 2024 Tacoma. See your Toyota dealer today. Here in Game 3 of the Division Series. A home run from Mookie Betts in the first inning and a 0 from Walker Buehler in the bottom of the first inning. It remains 1-0 Dodgers as we walk you back for the bottom of the second, which will be led off by Rick Monday, none other than Manny Machado. It's been a lightning rod yet again in his career in the past 24 hours. Stemming from the scenes we saw at Dodger Stadium in Game 2. The jawing between Jack Flaherty, and the Dodger dugout. There was a ball thrown in the direction of the Dodgers dugout. Dave Roberts felt there was some intent in that throw toward him. Both teams today standing by the line that they're moving past it.
Well, they can say that they're moving past it, but trust me, this is a competition right here. There's no love lost on either side.
Chance of Manny here at Petco Park. Walker Buehler has to disengage, and he reaches to the right side of his temple, trying to...
Well, he's going to get caught for a pitch violation as a result. If you're having trouble with the pitch count, you have to notify the umpire.
Buehler did not do that clearly enough, so it's 1-0 before Buehler throws a pitch. Here it is. It's a 96-mile-per-hour fastball pulled toward the left-handed batter's box away from the righty Machado. 2-0.
Not bad velocity so far with Buehler, 96.
The pitch. Machado swings. He's a little late on that fastball at 94. 2-1. Machado is 2 for 10 in the series. Hit a 2-run home run in game number 1. Was 1 for 5 on Sunday with a run and a strikeout. The 2-1 pitch coming. Grounded left side and through. Between Rojas and Lux. On the shortstop side of second base is a leadoff single for Manny Machado. Now has a 4-game hitting streak. One 0 Dodgers, 1 on nobody out for the Padres in the second. Now here's Jackson Merrill, who is trouble. The rookie sensation. Swings at the first pitch, rolls it foul on the first base side.
And for Merrill also, and what he's done is just rather remarkable, including his first postseason. He's hitting a cool .429. You combine this series with the series against the Braves.
And Buehler beats him with 95 up and in, getting a swing and a miss, strike 2.
And that pitch, that delivered a message right there. Is that the vulnerable spot to Merrill? He has not shown too many pitches that he's had difficulty with until then.
And Buehler put him away. His 0-2 pitch. It is a pulled heater at 94, 1-2.
And they try to come back up and in again.
And the swings and misses were a rarity for Buehler against the Padres in his last regular season start against them in September. Just 3 of them. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Freeman's swipe lower back of Machado, but was a little late. So first disengagement for Buehler. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Merrill. Pitch comes home and Merrill rolls it to Freddie. On the ground, he throws to second and it gets by Rojas into left field. Freddie was throwing from his knees on the grass at first base. And now everybody is safe.
I just wonder if that ball did not glance off of Machado going into the bag. Rojas is trying to plead his case.
Miguel Rojas is talking with the second base umpire, Trip Gibson.
Yeah, but the runner has right away in the baseline.
Oh, he comes onto the grass.
Yeah.
Machado ran onto the grass.
Exactly. is right away in the baseline, but not if you're running in the grass. Although the grass, remember, is a little bit closer cut to the foul lines this year, including in between the bases. That's a big, big break now for San Diego.
Huge break. It's first and third, nobody out. Now Xander Bogaerts, who is wielding a red-hot bat. First pitch fouled away. A cutter brings about strike one. Hey, and a credit to Manny Machado. That's a smart thing to do. A ground ball to Freddie Freeman at first. He had it on the backhand. Tried to get the lead runner Machado. And Manny came onto the grass. He was not called out by the second base umpire. Pickoff attempt from Buehler on Merrill. Not close. And Petco Park doesn't like that. Machado now stretching out at third base next to their coach Tim Leeper. Takes the lead. Dodger infield back and shifted over to the left side to the right-handed Bogaerts. Ground ball. Rojas is not going to get the out at second or first, and Machado scores. So Rojas on a ground ball to short, had it in his glove, tried to beat Merrill to the bag. The rookie slid in safely, then the throw to first did not get Bogaerts either. So once again, a ball that didn't leave the infield, Mo. Everybody's safe, and now the game is tied. Some really tough luck for Walker Buehler.
Yeah, and 2 consecutive plays, just bad decisions.
I mean, and now the game is tied, and Petco Park is back into it. Walker Buehler did his job. He got soft contact on the ground in the Dodger infield, as essentially made a mess at the bottom of the second.
Well, Lux did not get to the bag. Normally, you look at a ground ball hit to the shortstop, second baseman is going to be there.
Yep. Mark Pryor's mound visit complete. It was a consultation on the mound brought to you by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION, because everyone deserves justice. And Walker Buehler was a little upset with Corey Blaze. The home plate umpire came out to break up the meeting. I'm not sure he was upset about breaking up the meeting. I think Buehler was in a piece of his mind about something else. But it was a throw from Freeman that hit off the shoulder of Manny Machado, went into left field. And then a miscommunication and a misplay by Rojas and Lux up the middle. What could have been 2 double play balls, no outs, and now first and second. Swing and a miss, strike one on David Peralta.
Well, at the very worst, you've got to make sure that you get one on that play. The Dodgers just basically let the sand go right through their fingers.
Buehler out of the stretch, the 0-1. It's a curveball down and in. Level 1-1 count. Peralta fouls it back. Advantage goes to Buehler. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stephen, this is where teams are vulnerable. I'm just looking down. Nobody out. Run across. Runners at first and second. And I'm seeing a Dodger team right now defensively. They're doing a lot of standing around.
The 1-2 pitch. And Peralta pulls it left field, hooking toward the pole. It hooks foul down the right field line.
And by standing around, I'm talking about it's a foul ball. I'm not seeing guys that are moving in that direction one way or another. If it's fouled off to the left, it's fouled off to the right.
Still 1-2. 1-1 game. Peralta, ground ball, fair ball beyond a diving Freddie Freeman into the right field corner. 1 run will score. Bogaerts being waved around. There won't be a relay home. San Diego has the lead. A 2-run double from the old Dodger. David Peralta makes it 3-1 Padres.
Well, a lot of things, and before the wheels fall off the buggy, the Dodgers need to get back on track. Buehler was not backing up home plate. It was like a triple cutoff man, and that's never something that's practiced with the pitcher in between the cutoff men, between first and home plate.
Not clean baseball here in the bottom of the second, clearly. And still no outs. Peralta on second, strike 1 to Cronenworth in the 8th spot of the order. It was a leadoff single for Manny Machado, and then Merrill and Bogaerts both hit soft ground balls that didn't leave the infield. But the Dodgers couldn't make plays, and now it's 3-1. Brutal. Strike 1 called, the changeup on the outside corner, 0-2. for the Padres second baseman. Second straight game that David Peralta has a 2-run extra base hit. It was a home run on Sunday, a double here tonight. Curveball down in the dirt, bounces in front of Smith. Peralta holds on second, 1-2. When you're on the road, those are the kinds of things, especially in the postseason, that cannot happen. And they happen on consecutive plays. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Buehler comes home. Cronenworth swats it left side. Rojas on the backhand with the stop. No throw. He's safe. Another infield hit. This one was actually a tougher play. Rojas with the torn adductor. He's limping around out there. Freeman's hobbled at first base. And Mo, this inning begs the question. At what point are those two guys in the field playing through injuries, maybe doing too much? That was a ground ball to Rojas' backhand. It was a brilliant play to stop it.
Well, that's the physical part. The Dodgers have not played a mentally strong inning. Right here. They're still looking for the first out.
And now Buehler, through 12 pitches in the first inning, is up to 30 in the game. He pulls a cutter, ball 1 to Higashioka. Second, and still without an out. And you feel for Walker Buehler. A 1-0 pitch, runners at the corners. Dodgers now trailing 3-1. Another one misses the zone, 2-0. And here comes Dave Roberts. And I think he's bringing Thomas Albert. They want to check him to go Rojas.
Yep.
And Rojas is noticeably limping. Again, he's playing through a torn adductor, an injury that will require surgery in the offseason, and Rojas has been trying to tough it out. But he's had to go to his left, he's had to go to his right.
And even though he's in pain, he made a diving backhanded stop right there to save a run. He's giving everything that he has.
No doubt. And you certainly respect the toughness that he and Freddie Freeman are both showing. And they're going to leave Rojas in there. I'm surprised given how he's been moving.
That's because Miguel Rojas is going to keep himself in there.
Padres 3, Dodgers 1. First and third, nobody out in the bottom of the second. The first 5 have reached. 3 have scored here in this second frame. Higashioka chases a high fastball at 96, way above the zone. 2 balls and a strike.
Right side of the infield is wide open.
Higashioka has been on a power surge for the Padres. He's got a 7-game hitting streak. He's got a 4-game or 5-game, extra base hitting streak. Double and 3 homers this postseason. So he may be the catcher, maybe the number 9 hitter, but that's a bat in there. High fly ball, center field. Edman on the run. In front of the warning track, he tails back in and makes the catch. Peralta will tag and score. It's a sac fly for Higashioka, and now a 4-1 San Diego lead.
The only good thing that came out of that was the fact that Cronenworth, and for reasons only he knows, why he did not go back and tag up at first and go to second base. Ball hit deep enough almost to the warning track in right center field. Yeah, Cronenworth went 3/4 of the way to second base.
Lineup turns over. Strike 1 call to Arise, and a good cutter from Walker Buehler. The Dodger deficit is now 3. 4 runs for the Padres here in the bottom of the second. Still only 1 out. Strike 2 called. A fastball that just clipped the corner down and away from the lefty Arise, the 3-time batting champ. Pitch is in the dirt. Curveball that Arise did not chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Buehler now at 25 pitches here in the second inning. A 1-2 pitch to Arise. Popped up on the infield left side. Muncy will give way to Rojas. About 5 feet back from the grass. That's short. There's out number 2.
Hey, friends, you can wear what the players are wearing on the field during the postseason, so check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, T-shirts, and a whole lot more. Just visit MLBshop.com for your favorite postseason Dodgers gear.
Here's Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch swinging. High fly ball right field in foul ground. Mookie Betts is going to run out of room as that tail's out of play. Not close to the pole. Down the right field line. So a high strike. 4 runs for San Diego here in the bottom of the second. Dodgers trailing by 3. Tatis 0 for 1. He grounded out to third his first time up, and Buehler beats him with a 95-mile-per-hour sinker with some movement, nothing in 2. The pitch. Tatis torches one. Left field. Forget about it. Off the scoreboard. And an electronic scoreboard on the second deck facade. A 2-run tang from Tatis Jr. His 4th home run of the postseason. It's a 6-run eruption at Petco Park and a 5-run Padre lead. An absolute disaster of a second inning for the Dodgers.
Well, Tatis got a good look at it. He didn't leave the batter's box until the ball landed.
I mean, with 2 strikes against him, that caught way too much of the plate. I mean, that was nearly middle. Profar takes strike 1. Fastball down the middle.
Well, in this half inning alone, the Dodgers have not played or pitched like they have in order to get the postseason.
31st pitch of the inning. Strike 2 called on Profar. Bases empty, 2 gone. 6-1 San Diego. Can Buehler get out of it? Swatted to the left side. Muncy runs to his right on the backhand. Throws on the run. The stretch. Not in time. Profar is safe. Another infield hit. Padres have batted around in the second. Here's Manny Machado.
Well, if you think we've seen some big swings so far, check these out, because if Machado gets anything close to the middle of the plate, he's going to unleash a mighty swing.
First pitch swinging. High fly ball, shallow center field. Lux going back. Edman coming in. Who's got it? Tommy Edman calls off Lux at the last second. But the Padres bat around. 6 runs on 5 hits, 1 Dodger error, a couple more misplays and miscommunications. A debacle of a second for the Dodgers. We go to the 3rd inning.
When it happens in the NFL,
Robert Saleh has been fired as head coach of the Jets.
We're reacting to it on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
What? Wow.
Talking about the biggest stories all day.
Chicago, as of now, is in the race. I like where they are, but look at that division.
From the field to the front office, nobody covers the game.
Jonathan Gannon has got to feel really good about where the trajectory of this Arizona Cardinals team is headed.
Like Sirius XM.
Hey sports fans, we've made it to the Division Series. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please take a moment to check the link that is pinned in the chat. It is our Sick Kids Fall Drive campaign link. We are raising money for Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. It is near and dear to my heart, as I wouldn't be alive today if it was not for that hospital there in Toronto. So please click that link, check it out, send a donation in if you can to support this awesome channel and this awesome community of Toronto sports fans that we have here, bringing you all of the MLB playoff games. Thanks again for being here. We'll see you guys back in the chat. Good luck to your team, and let's make a difference in the community.
Not over-qualified. Tax, title, license, and $150 title and registration processing fee. $34.95 due at signing. 24-month, 10,000 miles. Rebates and incentives to dealer. Offers not in combination. Through KMF. 0% $13.89 per thousand borrowed on new EV6 and EV9 purchases through KMF. Expires 10/31/24.
This is Xander Bogaerts. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
As we have been all year, we'll be answering questions from our listeners. And if you have a question for us, go to 973thefansd.com/question to send one in, and we may answer it on the air. Again, that's 973thefansd.com/question.
Top of the third inning after a huge bottom of the second. Padres with a 6-1 lead over the Dodgers. They got Michael King on the mound here in this swing game of the National League Division Series. Series is 1-1. Scoreboard 6-1. And all 6 runs coming in the second inning. Padres really did in that inning everything we have seen them do all year long.
Way 62B to beat a team. Padres string together some hits, a little bit of help on the defensive end.
Miguel Rojas stands in and takes outside ball 1.
But then the exclamation mark from Fernando Tati.
And what a mark it was. His 3rd home run in the last 2 games. 1-0 pitch to Rojas is a strike. Walker Buehler had never allowed more than 5 runs in a postseason start, and the Padres hung a 6 on him in the second inning. Michael King, the beneficiary of that run support, had a long first and a breezy second. Now the 1-1 pitch. Rojas ground ball up the middle. That'll find its way into center field and a base hit. So Rojas, hobbled by that bad groin, very gingerly rounds first base. And a leadoff single for the Dodgers here in the third. And I guess we go back to our conversation from the other night about the best way to face Shohei Ohtani is with the bases empty. That will not be the case right here for Michael King.
Fortunately for Michael King, he's got some breathing room. So although there's a runner on, certainly can't be hurt too bad regardless.
Ohtani struck out to lead off the game against King. First pitch is a little bit outside, ball 1. Ohtani watched the changeup away. Ohtani's got 3 career home runs against King, 1 this season and 2 from their American League days. A ball and no strikes. The pitch. Ohtani takes and right down the middle at the top of the zone. A good fastball for a strike, and it's 1-1. There is still a buzz in this building from what took place in the bottom of the last inning. Here's the 1-1. Ohtani breaks his bat, flares one into left center field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Merrill's got to come in and get it off the ground. And now he sends it back into Bogaerts. So a ground ball base hit, then a busted bat base hit, and the Dodgers all of a sudden have 2 on and nobody out for Mookie Betts, who hit a home run back in the first inning.
King saws off Ohtani. But Ohtani able to drop it in the center field for a single, and first 2 guys have reached here in the third.
Might be the 3rd bat that Ohtani has broken in this series already.
2 have ended up in hits. So if you're going to break your bat, I guess that's the way you go. But Padres pitching him tough, no doubt.
So 2 on, nobody out for Betts, and he takes high and outside, ball 1. Betts now just 3 career hits against Michael King, but they've all gone over the fence. He had 11 at bats. Ohtani at first with great speed. Rojas hobbled at second in front of him. And Betts swings and misses at a slider that ran away. 1-1. Michael King was given the big lead after the big second inning, but now the Dodgers immediately threatening in the third. 1-1 to Betts. King looks at second, comes home, and a line drive into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Merrill gets to it quickly. Rojas will be held. Throw comes into a rise. Ohtani had come way too far around second base, but the throw did not go there, and he was able to scamper back. Either way, the bases are loaded, nobody out, and Miguel Rojas might come out of this game.
He's going to have to.
Yeah.
He can barely move at this point, and Andy Pages will come in to run for him, but they certainly miss out on the defense that Miguel Rojas brings to the table.
So Pages is the runner now at third base. Otani at second. Betts at first. Nobody out for Freddie Freeman. And Ruben Niebla is out to visit with Michael King. Things just got a lot more serious here very, very quickly. Visit to the mound brought to you by Doors Etc. The starting place for your home is your front door. Since 1979, generations of San Diegans have trusted Doors Etc. and their expert command of windows and doors. Visit their showroom just off the 5 at SeaWorld Drive or go to doorsetc.net. So Freeman 0 for 1, dealing with the bad ankle, will get in with the bases loaded, nobody out. Padres have a 6-1 lead. King's going to go out of the windup. First pitch on the way. Freeman takes and a little bit outside. Ball 1. Dodgers lead at all 3 stations. The 1-0. Freeman, big swing, lines it the other way. Profar charging in, makes the catch on the line. Pages was coming home. He's got to head back to third as Profar's throw comes home anyway, and that'll keep him at third base, 1 away.
I would say that's questionable base running by Pages. Line drive, he's creeping down the line with no outs and couldn't get back fast enough. And so that'll just go down as a line out to left field.
He got lost a little bit in the shuffle on Sunday night because of all the Padre home runs and all the extracurriculars. But remember the Dodgers in the second inning, at the bases loaded, nobody out. They only got the 1 run. Here's Teoscar Hernandez, and he takes the strike. 0-1, and that was really it for that game. The Padres would eventually add on, and Yu Darvish settled in, but that was their only threat against him. And that line-out double play turned out to be critical. Here's the 0-1. Hernandez swings and misses, strike 2.
I'll say this. On second thought, maybe that was the correct base running decision because you're chasing 5. You still got the bases loaded, only 1 out. Probably the correct thing to do for Pages.
Here's the 0-2, and Hernandez takes downstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Things once again happening at lightning speed here in this series. 6-1 Padres in the third, but the Dodgers with the bases loaded, 1 out for the very dangerous Teoscar Hernandez. King now will step off, use a disengagement to just kind of reset. Top of the third brought to you by Cask & Coast Premium California Bourbon. Winners of 4 gold medals. Harvested in the heartland, crafted in California, enjoyed everywhere. Visit them at caskandcoast.com. Pitch on the way. Hernandez gets a piece, fouls it off behind home plate. Teoscar, of course, strikes out an awful lot, 188 times this year to lead the Dodgers. But 33 home runs and 99 runs batted in the regular season. 2 for 7 so far in this series, and he drew a walk his first time up here tonight. Here's the 1-2. And Hernandez swings, sends it in the air to deep center field. Merrill's going back, tracking it on the warning track. He is at the wall, leaps up, it's going to go. A grand slam for Teoscar Hernandez, who basically walked halfway up the first baseline, now into his trot, and we got ourselves a ball game here at Petco. Hernandez, first home run of the postseason, and a 1-run game here in the third.
This game has officially reached bunker status here in the top of the third. Grand slam from Teoscar Hernandez, got the sweeper, hanging sweeper, and he's brought his ball club within 1.
(6-5) San Diego, as these teams are once again trading blows in the center of the ring. And a ball outside, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Pitch to Muncy, outside, ball 2. Padres a 6-run second. And now the Dodgers a 4-run third. 2 balls, no strikes, and Muncy takes a strike at the knees.
2-1. King will deliver. And Muncy tried to check, but went most of the way around on a pitch that was well out of the zone upstairs. And the count now 2-2 as Muncy uses his timeout. These two teams got together back on April 12th at Dodger Stadium. We have referred to it a few times over the rest of the year as the Home Run Derby game in LA. It was started by Michael King. Teams combined for 8 home runs. Padres would go on to win the game. We got a little bit of that feel here tonight. 2-2, swing and a miss. Muncy out in front of a changeup. Strikeout number 3 for King, and 2 down here in the top of the third as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
Join us after the game on MLB Network Radio. We're breaking down the game and taking your calls on Sirius 209 XM 89.
6-5 Padres, 2 outs, nobody on, top of the third inning. Will Smith, the batter against Michael King, checks his swing, takes a strike, 0-1. Talked about that crazy game that King started against these guys back in April. Remember, that first month of the season, home runs were an issue for Michael King. Much less so the rest of the way. Here's the 0-1, and it's taken low and outside. And in fact, tonight is the first time since April 28th that King has allowed more than 1 home run in a start.
I mean, all of his home run issues really came in that first month of the season. From that point on, he fixed it and become one of the better pitchers in this league.
Fastball high, 2-1. Ryan Hoeing has started throwing in the Padre bullpen. 6-5 San Diego with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the third. King ready, the pitch. And Smith hits a ground ball chopped towards third base. A little bit of a funny hop, but Manny handles it beautifully, throws low, and Arise able to dig it out. And that will end the inning. Damage done, though. 3 straight singles to begin the third for the Dodgers. And with 1 out, Teoscar Hernandez hit a grand slam to straightaway center field to tighten this thing up. After 2.5 wild innings at Petco Park. It's the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. And now here's what's happening at Valley View Casino and Hotel.
Keep the Major League winning going all postseason long at Valley View Casino and Hotel when you join the most generous Players Club in Southern California at Valley View.
Hey you. Yeah, the one that's listening to the MLB playoffs with us. We really appreciate you being here. Please help our community grow. Take a minute to click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single MLB playoff game here on Toronto Sports Insider. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Now, if you're already subscribed, we appreciate it. Cheers, Insiders. Now, please share this link out as much as you can. Send it out to the social boards. Put it up on the social media, on Twitter. Get it out there. Let's bring more baseball fans here into the chat to hang out with us during these playoffs. Really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button as well as hitting that share button. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
Stop by Fun Bike Center. We're San Diego's premier power sports dealership. We have major markdowns on 2024 Polaris product, plus 2025 Polaris new arrivals, custom builds, and more. Shop online at funbike.com.
Each month, Dixieland's in-home mailer features pages and pages full of savings, hot deals, rebates, and gift card with purchase promotions. Dixieland's in-home mailers are loaded with Dixieland discounts on interior and exterior paint and stains, tools and hardware, lighting, patio furniture, shade covers and umbrellas, yard and garden tools, plant food, and a lot more. Dixieland Lumber and Home Centers, a trusted name for over 100 years, helping San Diego fix it, build it, and enjoy it.
Hey, this is Mike Schill. You're listening to Padres Baseball on Padres Radio Network.
Get ahead of the game. Plan to watch a 2025 Padres game in a renovated suite. Placing a 2025 deposit unlocks priority booking for your preferred date and suite location. Start planning for next season by visiting Padres.com/suites.
Bottom of the third inning, 6-5 is the Padre lead over the Dodgers. This game has had it all, and we're really just starting to get our feet wet. Jackson Merrill, Xander Bogaerts, and David Peralta coming up against Walker Buehler. Told you his numbers in the first 2 innings this year, much worse than his numbers the rest of the way. And after getting the grand slam from Teoscar Hernandez in the top of the inning, we'll see if Buehler settles in. Miguel Rojas, of course, came out with the injury, so some defensive shuffling for the Dodgers as Merrill takes high ball one. Tommy Edman, who started in center, now moves to shortstop where Rojas was. And Andy Pages, who pinch ran for Rojas, is now in center field. Here's the 1-0. Merrill takes down and in. 2 balls, no strikes from Walker Buehler. So the Padres with a 6-run second inning in which 10 guys came to bat. But the Dodgers answer with a grand slam in the third. 2-0. Merrill, big swing, pops it up. Foul ground up the third baseline. Muncy and Hernandez over, running out of room. And Hernandez got there to make the catch. Did a great job negotiating that side wall in foul territory. And Teoscar Hernandez with a nice defensive play, one away.
It's a heck of a play. Hernandez not only got there, was able to kind of check the wall. He had Muncy also coming in at him. Able to get out number one. As you said, well, good job negotiating that lining over there on the left side.
So here's Xander, who drove in the first run last inning, and he takes outside ball one. Today's scoreboard brought to you by B&B Appliance. Get your home ready for the holidays with premium appliances by KitchenAid. Here's the 1-0. And Bogaerts takes a fastball strike. From refrigerators and stoves to dishwashers, feed your passion for design and culinary excellence online at bnbappliance.com or at their showroom in Escondido. Here's the 1-1. Xander takes low and outside. Mets beat the Phillies today 7-2 at Citi Field to take a 2-1 lead in the division series. Sean Manaea, 1 run, 3 hits in 7+. Here's the 2-1. Bogaerts takes inside ball 3. Pete Alonso, Jesse Winker homered. And tomorrow, game 4, Jose Quintana will go against the left-hander Ranger Suarez. 3-1 to Bogaerts. 1 out, nobody on in the third. Pitch from Buehler, swung on and missed. And now full count.
As we've seen often, especially against right-handed hitters, Walker Buehler falls behind. Usually goes to that cutter. That one he's able to sneak by Bogaerts to move the count to 3-2.
Out of the windup, Buehler will deal, and the payoff pitch hit hard right to the shortstop Edman. The ball will find you. He's got it on a couple of hops, and a throw to first in time, 2 away. Both American League Series, by the way, will resume tomorrow. Tigers and Guardians 1-1. Royals and Yankees also 1-1. This was the first time ever since the division series became a thing in 1995 that all 4 series were 1-1 after 2 games. Here's Peralta. 2 outs, nobody on. Lines one up the middle. Edman to his left. Has it on the grass behind second. Low throw to first, handled by Freeman. And Walker Buehler gets exactly what he needed here in the third. A quick 1-2-3 inning. On to the fourth at Petco Park. Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5 on the Padres Radio Network.
Grilling is personal. No matter how you grill your burgers, make sure you start with Jensen Premium All-Natural Patties. Look for our black box in the frozen section at Food for Less.
Get your home kitchen ready for the holidays with premium KitchenAid appliances from B&B Appliance. Fall into savings on KitchenAid refrigerators, dishwashers, and more, including stainless steel. It's all on sale exclusively at B&B Appliance, Escondido, or online at bnbappliance.com.
I'm here with Nicole and Martin, the husband-wife team of Miramar Kitchen and Bath. What makes Miramar Kitchen and Bath special?
He's very creative and I'm very good with budget and logistics. So together we create a seamless process for our clients from budget to design to completion.
That's what makes it special, because we work together.
Go to our website at miramarkitchenandbath.com and you can get some ideas about what we can do in your home.
Contractor's license number 657333.
Miramar Kitchen and Bath.
Wake up on the sunny side at the Broken Yoke Cafe, serving breakfast, brunch, and lunch at 15 locations throughout San Diego County. Sip the day away with mimosas and Bloody Marys, and find a fresh take on your favorite brunch dishes, from stacks of pancakes and 6 kinds of Benedicts to spicy chilaquiles and loaded burgers. Whatever you're craving, you'll find it at Broken Yoke Cafe. Attention San Diego! Are you ready for a fun, action-packed 2025 season with the San Diego Legion? Whether you're a seasoned rugby fan or new to the game, you're guaranteed a one-of-a-kind experience. Grab your season tickets now at sdlegion.com. We are Legion.
Hi, it's Jake Cronenworth with the San Diego Padres. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Walker Buehler, the Dodgers, just settled in a little bit at a 1-2-3 third inning. Michael King going to try for the same here in the fourth. Padres with a 6-5 lead over the Dodgers. Game 3 of this National League Division Series. And this one very different for Michael King than his start against the Braves Game 1 of the wild card. Remember, he threw 7 shutout innings, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 12. In doing so, Michael King became only the third pitcher in the last 25 years to have 12 or more strikeouts in his first career postseason start. The other guys to do it, Tim Lincecum and Jacob deGrom. That's your stat of the day, brought to you by Stanley Steamer. For all your floor care needs, call Stanley Steamer at 888-STEAM-2000 or schedule online at stanleysteamer.com.
Yeah, Michael King looking to replicate what he just saw Walker Buehler do. Come out, have a clean inning. He would love it to be 1-2-3.
Lux, Edman, and Pages, 7, 8, 9. And Lux, the left-handed batter, takes the first pitch breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. If anybody reaches, King will have to deal with Ohtani. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lux swings, pops it up, foul ground third base. Manny racing over to that side wall, running out of room, leaning against the protective netting, and he can't make the catch. It came down right on the other side in the first row on the other side of the netting. And now 0-2. Lux grounded out the first pitch of his first at-bat, 0-1 on the night. 6-5 Padres in the fourth. No balls, 2 strikes. King is ready. Here's the pitch. Lux off the end of the bat, pokes it in the air to shallow left field. Long run, Profar on the move. He gets there to make the catch. Out number 1 here in the fourth inning.
Took the false step going back, but able to recover nicely. He grabs out number 1.
Tommy Edman now with a comebacker to King that ended a 1-2-3 second inning. Machado drawn in a little bit at third base. And first pitch swinging, sharp grounder to first. Diving stop arrives towards the line, gets up, goes to the bag in time, and 2 away. Nicely done by Luis Ariz. Tony was contemplating the start. That's how good of a play it was.
Couldn't pull the trigger, but a heck of a play there to take away extra bases from Tommy Edman.
Here's Pages. First at bat came on for the injured Rojas as a pinch runner in the third inning. Right-handed batter against Michael King. And first pitch low and outside, ball 1.
Second consecutive start for Ariz at first base. Another nice play. He had one in LA as well, taking extra bases away.
1-0, and Pages takes a strike. The Dodgers generally like to save Pages for left-handed pitching. He's got extreme splits this year. But obviously with the injury to Rojas, it's kind of next man up, and he's the guy. 1-1 in the air to right field, straight away, not too deep. Fernando just kind of drifting back a few steps. He's there, and he makes the catch. It is a 1-2-3. Top of the fourth inning for Michael King. After 3.5 wild innings in Game 3 of this NLDS, it's the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5 on the Padres Radio Network.
Whether it's carpets, hardwood, tile and grout, area rugs, natural stone, or air ducts, Stanley Steamer cleans them all.
For all your floor care needs, call the professionals at 888-STEAM-2000.
Cheers, baseball fans. Thank you for hanging out with us during this Division Series MLB postseason matchup. Please hit that like button down below. It helps bring more baseball fans and sports fans here to the chat to help you cheer on your team. Where you watching from in the chat, let us know. Say hi and hit that thumbs up button. We'll be right back to the baseball action. We'll see you guys in the chat. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it classy. And good luck to your team. Hope they win and move on to the World Series.
winning side with El Cajon Ford. Locally owned and huge Padres fans. We also pride ourselves in supporting our military. Come in, check out our inventory and services, or find us online at elcajonford.com.
If you want to go out for a great meal, then you need to try Spiro's Mediterranean cuisine. Spiro's menu is filled with fresh and healthy options and the taste of Mediterranean awesomeness. Bring your appetite to Spiro's and leave with money in your pocket. Spiro's in Coronado, La Jolla, and Petco Park.
Grangetto's Farm and Garden Supply is your garden, grove, and irrigation headquarters. Our knowledgeable and experienced staff are available to help you find the right products for your landscape and garden projects. Over 70 years experience in the garden and agriculture industry. Grangetto's is the perfect place to get all your landscape, nursery, grove, and garden products. Let us help you take your next project from start to finish. Get the latest when you sign up for our newsletter. 3 locations to serve you: Encinitas, Escondido, and Fallbrook.
Hi, it's Joe Musgrove with the San Diego Padres. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
6-5 ball game, Padres ahead as we enter the bottom of the 4th. Padres Baseball brought to you by Symbiotica, the official wellness partner of the San Diego Padres. Feel your best this playoff run with clean, high-quality supplements. Now 15% off plus free shipping at Symbiotica.com today with code PADRES.
Pods will come to bat against Walker Buehler in the bottom of the 4th inning. San Diego with a 6-5 lead, but the Dodgers, who were down 6-1, feel much better now than they did about 45 minutes ago. Got the grand slam from Teoscar Hernandez in the 3rd inning. Last couple of frames, feels like maybe the game is starting to get its sea legs. We'll see if the Padres can't knock the Dodgers back off balance here in the 4th. Cronenworth, Higashioka, and Arise, 8-9-1 coming up. Jake collected his first hit of the postseason with an infield hit back in the 2nd inning.
Sometimes it's those type of hits that can unlock you. Jake Cronenworth certainly hoping that's the case for him.
First pitch on the way from Buehler is a slow curveball that drops in for a strike, 0-1. Jake homered against Buehler back in May. He and Fernando went back-to-back against him in that Mother's Day matinee. 0-1 inside, a ball and a strike to Cronenworth, who is hitting 8th here tonight. He did it only once in the regular season. That was September 20th, late in the year here against the White Sox. He went 3 for 3 with a walk. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Cronenworth hits it hard but foul the other way. And now 1-2.
Added in the 8-hole in game 2 of that Braves series. It just seems like they're trying to find good spots for him as he tries to get heated up.
Hits this one hard the other way, over the head of Muncy, who jumped up to try and catch it. Hernandez kind of knocks it down in left field, but recovers quickly enough that Jake cannot try and take an extra base. So Cronenworth is 2 for 2. Little infield single his first time, and now a hard hit knocked the other way in the 4th.
I think it should be noted both hits come the other way. Something you haven't seen a lot of as Jake began to struggle a little bit. 2 knocks here in his first 2 at-bats.
So Betts had a big 0 for he's 2 for 2. Cronenworth big 0 for he's 2 for 2. And now Higashioka takes a cutter strike. 0-1. Kyle drove in another one back in the 2nd inning, a sac fly. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Higashioka takes and pretty much right down the middle. A fastball strike, 0-2. Six-5 Padres in the bottom of the 4th. 0-2 the pitch, and Higashioka flinches but takes low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cronenworth leading at first. Here's the pitch. And Higashioka just kind of reaches out, pokes it in the air out to shortstop. Edman going to let it short hop and drop. They'll get the force at second base. And now the slower Higashioka will replace the speedier Cronenworth with 1 down.
And that's why it's a smart play from Edman. Not as much of him trying to create a double play there, but more to get the speedier runner off the base pass. They switch Cronenworth for Higashioka. Now, he could have just flipped it to second. But either way, they get the force out.
Now Arise, and he'll take a curveball strike. Padre Baseball brought to you by your San Diego Hyundai Dealer Association. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. Visit your San Diego Hyundai dealer today. Ground ball from a rise to second. Lux flips to Edman 1. Throw back to first is high. Freeman went up and got it, but then came down awkwardly on that ankle. They get the double play to end the inning, but an uncomfortable physical moment for Freddie Freeman, who is now slowly kind of hobbling his way back towards that third base dugout. Dave Roberts is going to meet him on the side warning track to check on it. But they do get the inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. No runs, a hit. After that, nobody left. On to the fifth at Petco Park. It's the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5 on the Padres Radio Network.
Hi, this is Brad Stoner. When it comes to painting your home, trust the team that's been hitting it out of the park for over 38 years.
You'll be glad when you go with Brad. Go with Brad.com.
My name is Drew Robertson. I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road 4x4. I knew my truck was always going to be evolving to my needs for my travels. Ultimate dream is to do Alaska, the most northern point, and drive all the way down to Patagonia, the most southern. It's called the Pan America Trail. That's my ultimate vision, ultimate goal.
Today's the day for a great lease or a low APR on a new Tacoma 4x4. See all offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
It's going, yo! Denny's has hit it out of the park again with the original Grand Slam. On first, we've got a double stack of the sweetest, fluffiest buttermilk pancakes. On second, a pair of perfectly cooked sunny-side-up eggs. And on third, we've got thick savory sausage. And stepping up to the plate, the crispiest bacon to bring the flavor home. Don't miss this breakfast legend, the original Grand Slam.
Craving a home run breakfast? Run to your local San Diego Denny's today. Price of participation may vary. Limited time only. Dine-in only. No substitutions.
This is Manny Machado from the San Diego Padres. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3, The Fan.
Padres baseball brought to you by Seaside Market and their world-famous tri-tip sandwich and nachos, affectionately known as Cardiff Crack. So good, it should be illegal. Seaside Market in Cardiff by the Sea, Petco Park, and SeasideMarket.com.
6-5 Padres as we open the fifth inning. Top of the order for the Dodgers. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman against Michael King, who, like Walker Buehler, got a bounce-back inning after a tough one. Michael needed only 7 pitches to get 3 outs in the fourth against the bottom of the Dodger batting order, but now obviously a very real challenge with these 3 guys. Ohtani 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Betts 2 for 2 with a homer and 2 runs scored. And Freddie Freeman and that right ankle that's given him a hard time waiting after that. First pitch, Ohtani swings and misses at a changeup, strike 1.
It's a move that you don't often think about, but with that ankle not being 100%, just something as simple as having to come down to touch the bag without being able to really control it shows you the type of seriousness that the Dodgers are dealing with Freddie Freeman.
No balls and a strike. Ohtani takes low. I mean, Dave Roberts the other day was open about the possibility that Freeman could be on the bench for one of these games, kind of depending on circumstances and who's out on the mound for the Padres. Here's the 1-1. Ohtani takes inside. 2 balls and a strike. It was interesting there. He kind of bailed out to get away from that pitch, but left his elbow right out over the plate. Rest of the body moved back. The elbow jutted out. 2-1 on the outside corner, and a changeup for a strike. 2-2. Where's that big elbow guard? And literally his whole body was moving back, but he moved the elbow back over the plate. 2-2. The pitch from King is low and outside. Changeup maybe had a little too much gas on it, and now full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. King rubs up the baseball, standing right behind the rubber. Now he toes the slab. 3-2 to Ohtani, leading off here in a one-run game. Pitch on the way. Ohtani swings, sends it in the air to deep center field. Jackson Merrill back towards left center. On the warning track, he's got just enough room to reach out and make the catch, one away. Today's question of the day is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. If you have questions about your health, visit kp.org/San Diego. Kaiser Permanente for all that is you. Joel in El Cajon says, I know the Dodger-Giant rivalry goes back to the New York days, but does it feel like the Padre-Dodger rivalry is catching up now that they have faced off in the playoffs? Here's Betts taking a strike, 0-1.
I mean, I guess for the present time, yeah. I mean, certainly that's a lot of history between those two teams, the Giants and the Dodgers, for
inside 1-1.
For this Padre-Dodger rivalry to kind of compare to, but certainly, at least in the last 4 years, it's been more Padre-Dodger versus Giant-Dodger, and that's even with those two teams winning 100 games a few years back.
Yeah, they met up in the 21 division series. On a strike to Betts, and outside 2-1. Yeah, I think the ancient rivalries in sports are very hard to sort of usurp. They're ingrained in the fabric of the game. 2-1, Betts swings, pops it up, foul ground behind the dish. Higashioka back, and he will not have a play. Comes down to the first row there. So 2-2 now to Betts with 1 out and nobody on. But look, you can play a team in the playoffs a bunch, you play them in the regular season a bunch. You're not going to like each other, and it's a good rivalry. Whether it compares to the Giants is almost secondary.
Right. I mean, 3 of the last 4 years, the Padres have met with the Dodgers in the postseason, and so I think that and the fact that the Padres have been better than the Giants. So, you know, you need both teams to be good for it to be a true rivalry.
1 out, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Betts with a big swing, fouls it off himself. Thanks to Joel and El Cajon. Remember, if you'd like to send in your question, just go to 973thefansd.com/question. King just threw his 70th pitch of the night. Morejon and Estrada. A lefty and a righty throwing in the Padre pen. 1 out, nobody on. 1-run lead for the Pods. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Betts swings, hard hit liner. 1 hop, stopped by Bogaerts on the backhand. Gets up, throws to first in time. 2 away. And Xander Bogaerts just took a hit away from his old teammate.
Beautiful glove work. Sat down on the low liner. Able to pick it. And then the nice long 1 hop to Luis Arraez for out number 2.
Padres have, to this point, played some really, really good defense in this series. Here's Freddie Freeman, and he'll take a first pitch changeup for a strike. Padres 6, Dodgers 5, 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. 0-1 pitch up and away, 1-1. Padres had a 6-1 lead after a 6-run second inning. Teoscar Hernandez, a grand slam in the 3rd, has tightened it up. 1-1, the pitch. And Freeman fouls it straight back, 1-2. King rubbing up the baseball. On their feet at Petco. 1-2 to Freeman. Michael's ready. Here's the pitch on the way, and little bit in, I guess, for ball 2. Looked good, didn't get the call from the plate umpire, Corey Blazer.
Like it came back and caught the inside corner. King doesn't get the call.
Now the 2-2. Freeman takes down and in. So a full count to Freddie Freeman. King trying for a second straight 1-2-3 inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Freeman swings, golfs it the other way, right at Profar. Jurickson there. He makes the snatch catch, and it is a 1-2-3 fifth for King, who has put down 8 in a row since the grand slam by Hernandez. Midway at Petco Park. Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5 on the Padres Radio Network.
This game brought to you by Bear Windows. Get the postseason playoff special of 10 windows installed starting at just $59.99. Yes, 10 windows installed for just $59.99. See bearwindows.com. That's BEAR Windows.com. Chimney Sweeps Inc. has been cheering on our hometown team here in San Diego for more than 40 years and is celebrating the postseason run with a steal of a deal. To get your chimney and fireplace inspected, cleaned, and ready for the season, just $99. Take advantage of this limited time offer by calling 1-800-CHIMNEY or visit chimneysweepsinc.com to book your inspection and cleaning today for just $99. Chimney Sweeps Inc. is a proud sponsor of the Padres Radio Network.
Hey Padres fans, now stepping up to the plate, wearing the blue shirts, your helpful San Diego Honda dealers. Have you heard about this season's lineup of random acts of helpfulness? All year long, the helpful Honda people are out and about in the community, giving out free helpful items, like sunscreen and water bottles at local beaches. They're also helping keep San Diego beautiful, volunteering to pick up trash at local parks. And how about something everyone can use a little help with? Free gas for Honda drivers. The helpful people in blue will be popping up at various gas stations in the San Diego area on key holiday travel weekends this year. So keep an eye out for them. And if you're going to a Padres Sunday home game this season, don't forget to look for the helpful Honda dealers at the ballpark. They'll be there hooking up lucky Honda drivers with free parking, concessions, and seat upgrades. And they can help you too, with great deals on award-winning Hondas. So stop by your nearest Honda dealer or visit sdhondadealers.com to request your own random act of helpfulness. Follow the San Diego Honda dealers on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Fernando Tatis Jr. You're listening to Padres Baseball on Padres Radio Network.
Bottom of the fifth is brought to you by Grocery Outlet. Stop by your neighborhood grocery outlet where you'll find amazing deals on the name brands you love, with savings from 40 to 70% versus traditional grocery stores.
Fernando Tatis Jr. will lead off in the bottom of this fifth inning. His last at bat was in the second, a 2-run homer to make it 6-1 and send this place into a frenzy. It is now 6-5 with Tatis, Profar, and Machado all getting their third cracks at Walker Buehler. And there is action in the Dodger bullpen. I believe it's Bonda, the left-hander, who is out there throwing. And so we'll see how Dave Roberts wants to handle this. Buehler, it's not the pitch count as much as it is that the Padres hit him hard. He's at 65 pitches as he begins this fifth, but obviously not a lot of wiggle room here. First pitch of the inning, and Fernando takes low and outside, ball one. Both teams, both managers, certainly understand the importance of Game 3 and a best-of-5 when you're tied 1-1. Here's the 1-0. Fernando out in front, rolls over, grounds it to shortstop. Edman has got it, and the throw to first just in time, one away. The Lynx at Petco Park, presented by Lexus, returns for its special 10th anniversary November 22nd through December 1st. Experience the new expanded 10-hole course. It pays tribute to some of the most iconic holes from around the world. Book your tee time today at Padres.com/thelynx. Profar batting left-handed, gets a curveball, pops it into shallow left. Edman racing back from short on the outfield grass. Reaches out, gets there to make the catch. And quickly, 2 down for Buehler here in the fifth.
And that's a play that I'm not sure Rojas is able to make with the groin injury. Edman, certainly a guy who can run, able to track it down for out number 2.
Here comes the Lumber, brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers. Fix it, build it, enjoy it. Manny Machado with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch. And he takes outside, ball 1. Machado has had 2 at-bats tonight. They both came in the second inning. Here's the 1-0. Machado takes low outside, ball 2. And he began that inning with a base hit. And then he forced the error by Freddie Freeman running to second. Kind of veered to his left a little bit. Freeman's throw down there hit him and went into left field. That unlocked things. 2-0, swing and a foul tip held. Had him off balance with that sweeper, 2-1. And Manny, as he often does, kind of shaking his head like, all right, I see what you're trying to do here. 2-1 pitch on the way. Machado, big swing and a miss this time. Came back with that cutter, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, you make a good pitch to Manny. He'll definitely tip his head with that nod of yes, as he'll use his timeout as Buehler trying to stay in the rhythm he's in. Seems like this game has finally started to settle down. Both pitchers now back into their groove.
2-2 to Machado with 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch from Buehler, reach for, lined into left field, and a base hit. Came back with the sweeper that he nodded his head at, and this time Manny able to lift it into left for a 2-out knock.
Good pitch, better hitting from Manny Machado. You're exactly right. This is the same sweeper Manny swung through this time, just doing a little bit of hitting. Reaches out, kind of snatches this sweeper that's off the plate away and hooks it in the left field for a 2-out single.
That might end Buehler's night. Jackson Merrill coming up. We told you the lefty Bonda was throwing. Dave Roberts, with his hands in his jacket pockets, is walking out there. He has not yet signaled for the left-hander. He has just arrived on the scene. He is talking with Buehler, maybe trying to take his temperature a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it. Buehler's kind of shaking his head like, yeah, I want him. And Dave's going to turn around, walk back to the third base dugout. Buehler will remain in the game. Meanwhile, Bonda had come out onto the warning track in center field. And they had opened the gate. Bonda came out. And now he's got to walk back up those stairs.
Dave Roberts taking a cue from his starting pitcher, and will leave him in.
So it's Buehler and Merrill. Jackson is 0 for 2 with a run scored. Manny at first, 2 down. Padres lead by 1. First pitch is that slow curveball, and on the outside part of the plate, a called strike. Big lead for Manny. Here's the 0-1. Merrill takes in the dirt, skips past Smith, and it'll roll to the backstop. Manny on his way to second base. So a wild pitch puts a runner in scoring position for Jackson Merrill. I don't know how that did not hit Merrill. Got his back foot out of the way at the very last second, and now they're going to intentionally walk Jackson Merrill. So with the base open, they're going to go righty-righty against Xander Bogaerts.
So they walk the rookie to face the vet in Xander Bogaerts. He'll look to make him pay.
That is the second time this year Jackson Merrill has been intentionally walked. The first one was all the way back on April 3rd. He had come on as a pinch hitter for the 8-hitter. So really the first time for real.
Yeah, this time they're taking the matchup.
2 on, 2 out. First pitch. Bogaerts takes a strike near the outside corner. Looked outside. 0-1.
And what I mean by that, in the first situation, the 9-hole hitter was behind him. You're certainly going to take that matchup most of the time, but this is a different type of situation than that one.
One pitch. Bogaerts breaks his bat, bounces it out to Edman at short. They go the short way, and just in time to force Merrill at second base and end the inning. So Buehler busts Bogaerts' bat. Say that 3 times fast. And the 5th comes to a close. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And on to the 6th inning at Petco Park. It's the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5 on the Padres Radio Network.
Hey guys, Woodsy here. EcoWater SoCal just nabbed the 2024 Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Ethics, and they're marking 100 years with free in-home water tests. Your tap water could slowly be damaging your home and your health. We're talking about the water that's 60% of your body. We're talking about what your kids drink, what your pets drink. Don't wait another day. Call 760-350-3338 or go to EcoWaterSoCal.com. EcoWater SoCal, transforming water for a century. Tell them your old pal Woodsy sent you. Your water should be perfect.
Catch all the Padres playoff action at Bay City Brewing's Rooftop Tasting Room. Enjoy local San Diego craft beer, weekday happy hour from 3 to 5 with half-price drinks, and panoramic city views, located just blocks from Petco Park.
They're rolling in daily, the all-new 25 Ford Explorers, and that means there's huge savings on remaining 24 Ford inventory.
It's me, Tony. Now at King Grody Ford, every deal is approved by me.
Score your best deal on all new remaining 24 Ford inventory. Get low interest rates rates as low as 0% APR on select models for well-qualified buyers. Shop online at KenGrodyFordSanDiego.com.
I'm approving deals. Call my buddy Greg at 619-944-0774 and ask for Tony's stamp of approval. Ken Grody Ford Carlsbad. Yes, we can.
To craft the perfect game plan for homes, windows, and doors, start with Doors Etc. Their experience and expertise has been a home run to builders and homeowners for almost 50 years. During this magical postseason run, Doors Etc. is offering all first-time customers free job site delivery anywhere in San Diego. Just mention this ad. Call 619-275-6151. Visit their showroom, 1227 Marina Boulevard, just off the I-5 at SeaWorld Drive. Or go to doorsetc.net. That's doorsetc.net.
This is Xander Bogaerts. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Top of the 6th inning at Petco Park. Padres ahead of the Dodgers 6-5. Game 3 of the National League Division Series. Series is tied 1-1, and Michael King's night is done as right-hander Jeremiah Estrada comes on here in the 6th. King went 5, allowed 5 on 5 hits. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Gave up 2 homers, solo shot to Betts in the 1st. Grand slam by Hernandez in the 3rd. And he threw 77 pitches, 48 of which were strikes. To King's credit, he did retire the last 8 guys that he faced, coming after that grand slam by Hernandez. Pitching change brought to you by Spiro's. Experience the vibrant flavors of the Mediterranean in every bite. Fresh, authentic, and delicious. Bring your appetite to Spiro's and leave with money in your pocket. So it'll be Estrada against Teoscar Hernandez with Muncy and Smith to follow. These 2 guys went head-to-head in Game 1 in Los Angeles on Saturday night. Estrada came on to face Teoscar Hernandez in the 4th inning, gave up a 2-run single that put the Dodgers ahead 6-5. That was the difference in the game. Runs were not charged to Estrada, but he gave up the hit. First pitch this go-round, and a slider for a strike, 0-1. Hernandez walked in the 1st against King, and then obviously the grand slam in the 3rd. Padres lead by 1. Here's the 0-1. Hernandez fouls it back, strike 2. Michael King allowed 2 home runs in a game for the first time since April.
Love the way he bounced back, though. Had that rough 3rd. And as you said, settled in. Gave his ball club 5 innings.
No balls and 2 strikes. Estrada set and ready. Here's the pitch. And Hernandez checked his swing, took high. They appealed, didn't go. First base umpires, the crew chief Dan Bellino. And now 1-2. Here's the pitch on the way, taken at the knees on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Estrada punches out Teoscar Hernandez, and 1 away here in the 6th.
Great location on the split. Working down and away from Hernandez. The perfect pitch for out number 1.
Now Max Muncy 0 for 2, the ground out and a strikeout against King. He gets a look at Estrada, against whom he struck out on Saturday night. First pitch is high and outside, ball 1. This game has had a little bit of everything outside of the extracurricular stuff that we saw in Game 2 at Dodger Stadium. 1-0 is downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. That's not a complaint, of course. It's great to see everybody behaving themselves, both on the field and in the stands. And there was a video that, came out on social media after the game on Sunday night of one of the nincompoops at Dodger Stadium throwing something into the Padre bullpen, and Estrada was really upset, understandably. Swing and a miss, 2-1. The reality is somebody throws a souvenir soda at you, it doesn't go boing. It hurts. And situation got pretty ugly there the other night. 2-1 to Muncy with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch. And low and outside, ball 3.
Yeah, Jeremiah was not happy about whatever was thrown his way. But as you said, so far, none of those incidents seem to be occurring here at Petco Park.
Estrada ready, and the 3-1 swung on and missed. Got him to go reaching for a fastball. Estrada ready on 3-2. Here's the pitch. Muncy swings and misses. Strike 3. Blew him away with 98-mile-an-hour gas. And back-to-back Ks for Jeremiah Estrada here in the 6th inning.
Nothing tricky about 98, top of the zone. Blows it by Max Muncy for out number 2. Who's on deck for the Padres in the 6th is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com for the Pods. It'll be 7-8-9 Peralchioka.
First pitch to Will Smith, swung on and missed. Estrada, one of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball this year. 94 strikeouts in 61 innings. He had more Ks than any Padre reliever. He's gotten Hernandez and Muncy. Now he's ahead 0-1 on Smith. Here's the pitch. And Smith takes high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Padres 6. And the Dodgers 5 with 2 outs and nobody on in the 6th inning. One and one, the pitch. Smith, ground ball to shortstop, routine as can be. It rolls right to Bogart. Xander has it, throw to first in time, and a 1-2-3. Top of the 6th inning, turned in by Jeremiah Estrada. All of a sudden, Padre pitching has put down 11 in a row. After 5.5, Game 3 of the National League Division Series, it's the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5 on the Padres Radio Network.
This is Dan Fulkerson with Bada Fulkerson Law Group, San Diego's favorite personal injury law firm. If you ever know anyone that suffers injuries from a car accident, motorcycle accident, or semi-truck accident, our firm is always here to help. It's easy to find an attorney, but it's not easy to find a law firm that truly cares. Our reputation speaks for itself. Give us a call today, 619-333-5555, and we'll show you why we're different. Bada Fulkerson Law Group.
Craving a taste of Baja without leaving town? Look no further than Rockin' Baja and Baja Rick's Cantina. Immerse yourself in the flavors of the Baja Coast right here in San Diego. From sizzling fajitas, mouth-watering lobster, and chilled margaritas, our menu is a fiesta for your taste buds. With our lively, festive atmosphere, every meal feels like a beachside celebration. Join us at Rockin' Baja and Baja Rick's Cantina for a dining experience unlike.
Hey sports fans, we've made it to the Division Series. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please take a moment to check the link that is pinned in the chat. It is our Sick Kids Fall Drive campaign link. We are raising money for Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. It is near and dear to my heart, as I wouldn't be alive today if it was not for that hospital there in Toronto. So please click that link, check it out, send a donation in if you can to support this awesome channel and this awesome community of Toronto sports fans that we have here, bringing you all of the MLB playoff games. Thanks again for being here. We'll see you guys back in the chat. Good luck to your team, and let's make a difference in the community.
Padres Radio Network.
Bottom of the 6 is brought to you by Genesis Home Improvements, San Diego's trusted painting, roofing, and window company.
Walker Buehler's night is done for the Dodgers. He goes 5, allowed 6 runs on 7 hits. 1 walk, didn't strike anybody out. 77 pitches, 52 of which were strikes. All 6 runs came in the 2nd inning. Padres with a 6-5 lead here in Game 3 of this series. Dodgers and Padres knotted a game apiece. And it's been a wild night at Petco with Peralta, Cronenworth, and Higashioka coming up against the lefty Anthony Banda. Pitching change brought to you by Seaside Market and their world-famous tri-tip sandwiches and nachos, affectionately known as Cardiff Crack. So good it should be illegal. Seaside Market at Cardiff by the Sea, at Petco Park, and at seasidemarket.com. Generally, in these spots, we have seen Mike Schilt hit Donovan Solano for Peralta, including against Banda in Game 2 on Sunday. Solano in the 7th inning grounded out, hitting for Peralta against Banda. But this time, Peralta is going to get a crack at him. First pitch, fouled straight back, strike 1. Local superstar Post Malone is coming to Petco December 30th for the Wild Horses Festival, along with Paul Cauthen, Zach Top, and Vincent Neil Emerson. Tickets now on sale to see Post Malone. Learn more at Padres.com/Post Malone.
Padres were checking for catcher's interference there, but no go.
Peralta has had big hits each of his first 2 starts here this postseason. Swings and misses, strike 2. 2-run double to break a 1-1 tie back in the 2nd inning tonight. And, of course, a 2-run home run in his first at-bat in Game 2 on Sunday. 0-2 from Banda, the pitch. And Peralta tried to check. They appealed, didn't go. On a ball outside, 1-2. And if anybody's wondering why maybe Mike Schill would leave him in here against the lefty, you got to figure it's about a matchup later on down the line. It's still only the 6th inning. Here's the 1-2, and it's outside again.
The Dodgers only have 2 lefties in their pen. They're using one here in the 6th, and there are some other pretty talented left-handed hitters in this lineup that they may have to use that last lefty for.
The other is Vesia. Here's the 2-2, and Peralta swings and misses, strike 3. That is the first strikeout of the night by a Padre batter. 1 away, and Jake Cronenworth coming up. Bottom of the 6th brought to you by Grocery Outlet. Stop by your neighborhood grocery outlet where you'll find amazing deals on the name brands you love, with savings from 40 to 70% off versus traditional grocery stores. First pitch on the way. Cronenworth swings and misses. Jake 1 out of 4 against Banda with a couple of strikeouts. 2 for 2 tonight, his first 2 hits of the postseason. A 1 pitch. Cronenworth checked on a ball down. They appealed, didn't go. And it's evened up 1-1. Higashioka on deck. Then it would be top of the order if the Padres try and rally. Here's the pitch. Cronenworth fouls it straight back on a line, 1-2. 6-5 San Diego with 1 out and nobody on in the 6th inning. If it were to get to Fernando, it appears it would be Daniel Hudson coming on to pitch for the Dodgers. One and 2 to Cronenworth. Here's the pitch. And Jake T inside corner, strike 3 call. Nasty slider. And back-to-back Ks for Banda.
And since that 3rd inning, the Padres have had 2 hits. The Dodgers haven't had one. So both sides settling in. Banda with back-to-back Ks to start the 6th.
And that was a near-perfect pitch to Cronenworth. Higashioka stands in, goes after the first one, sends it in the air, is over and to his left. He's going to get there to make the catch, and a 1-2-3 6th inning turned in by the Dodger left-hander. On to the 7th inning at Petco Park, Game 3 of the NLDS. It is the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5 on the Padres Radio Network.
At Hamul Casino, nothing is more important than fun. And fun means the thrill of gaming. With over 1,600 slots and classic table games, it means incredible food and drinks at our award-winning restaurants. And it means generous perks, exciting giveaways, and awesome live entertainment. And because we're San Diego's closest casino, fun is never far away. Hamul Casino. Fun above all else.
Hey, Padre fans, Tony Gwynn Jr. here. Excited to tell you why Petco is my one-stop shop for everything I need to help keep my dogs Kai and Axel happy and healthy. At Petco, you can score everyday low prices on all the top brands pets love and their expert vets, certified groomers, and...
Hey you! Yeah, the one that's listening to the MLB playoffs with us. We really appreciate you being here. Please help our community grow. Take a minute to click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single MLB playoff game here on Toronto Sports Insider. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Now, if you're already subscribed, we appreciate it. Cheers, Insiders. Now, please share this link out as much as you can. Send it out to the social boards. Put it up on the social media, on Twitter. Get it out there. Let's bring more baseball fans here into the chat to hang out with us during these playoffs. Really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button as well as hitting that share button. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
Symbiotica has me covered. Now it's your turn to step up. Head to Symbiotica.com and use code PADRES for 15% off plus free shipping.
Hey, this is Mike Schill. You're listening to Padres Baseball on Padres Radio Network.
Padres still ahead 6-5 as we enter the 7th. Calling the faithful to sign up for Padres text messages to receive exclusive Padres news, content, information, and more. Text Padres to 78469 to join the fun. That's texting Padres to 78469 or visit padres.com/contact.
Start of the 7th inning, Padres with a 6-5 lead over the Dodgers. Game 3 of the NLDS as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
This is Mike Schill, manager of the San Diego Padres. The Padres play here on 97.3 The Fan.
And Odyssey Sports Station.
With Tony Gwynn Jr. and our producer-engineer Dave Marcus, I'm Jesse Agler. Studio coordinator Frank Marchese is pushing the buttons as Gavin Lux, Tommy Edman, and Andy Pages come to bat against the new Padre pitcher Jason Adam here in the 7th inning. Padres with a 6-5 lead here in Game 3. Lux will stand in 0 for 2 against Adam, who takes over for Jeremiah Estrada, who was outstanding. First pitch on the way to the left-handed hitter. Lux swings, hits a one-hopper out to second base. Snagged by Cronenworth just onto the outfield grass. He throws to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Estrada had a 1-2-3 6th inning with a couple of strikeouts. And the pitching change brought to you by Miramar Kitchen and Bath. When it's time to upgrade your kitchen or bath, think of San Diego's top kitchen and bath remodelers for more than 30 years. Visit MiramarKitchenandBath.com to book your free consultation today. 1 out, nobody on for the switch hitter Tommy Edman, batting left-handed against Adam. First pitch outside, ball 1. Saw Jason get 4 outs in Game 1 on Saturday out of the bullpen. He was magnificent against Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, and Teoscar Hernandez. 1-0. Popped foul out of play left side, and it's 1-1. Adam pitched both games of the wild card against Atlanta. He and Suarez, the only 2 Padre relievers who can say that. And now making his 2nd appearance of this division series. Edman 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. Here's the 1-1. He takes high and outside. Luis Arraez made a really nice play on him his last time. He had a comebacker to King in the 2nd. And as Tony said, ever since that wild sequence from the bottom of the 2nd through the top of the 3rd, it has really evened out. Popped up foul out of play left side, still 2-2. After the Hernandez slam in the 3rd, it was 6-5, and you thought, oh my goodness, what kind of night is this going to be? But it is still 6-5 here in the 7th inning. King and Buehler settled in, and now these 2 great bullpens can go to work. Two and 2 to Edman. Adam is ready. The big righty deals, and a little topper towards first base, charged by Arraez. He gloves it and hits the bag. 2 down.
Weak contact from Jason Adam. Luis Arraez able to clean it up. 2 down here in the 7th.
Andy Pages will now come to bat for the 2nd time. Took over for Miguel Rojas back in the 3rd inning when Rojas kind of re-aggravated that groin issue. Right-hand hitter, first pitch from Adam, good breaking ball, and a strike, 0-1. Pages in the regular season hit .248, 13 home runs, and 46 runs batted in. A 1 pitch. Taken and a called strike.
Crowd here at Petco Park coming to their feet as Jason Adam 1 strike away from finishing the 7th.
Pages will use his timeout as the largest crowd in Petco Park history is all on their feet, waving those gold rally towels above their heads. 47,744. Never have more people seen a baseball game in this building. 0-2 to Pages. Adam is ready. The big, strong right-hander kicks and fires, and he misses up and away at 95, 1-2. Series is tied at 1. Padres have a 6-5 lead with 2 outs and nobody on in the 7th inning. 1-2. Pitch on the way. Pages takes just a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to go with the heater twice. Yanked one. This one a little bit closer to the top of the zone and outside corner. Pages lays off. Count moves to 2-2.
Ohtani waiting on deck. Tanner Scott warming if he gets there. 2-2. The pitch. Pages swings, lines it foul right side. Nice defensive effort by the Dodgers center fielder.
Recognized that breaking ball there and able to stay back, fouls it off to the right side.
Here's the 2-2. Fouled straight back. Another fastball. And again, if you're Pages, right, you know they got to come after me.
100%.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat on the way, and he just got a piece. Fouled it off at the dish.
That was the changeup right there from Adam, and Pages gets a piece. We'll do it again, 2-2.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat on the way. Pages again able to foul it back. So Adam being made to work here against Pages after he made relatively quick work of Lux and Edman. And again, the batter knows you're coming after him with Ohtani on deck.
Pitch number 9.
Here it is on 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup, and a 9-pitch battle ends the at-bat. A 1-2-3 7th for Jason Adam, and a strikeout to finish off Andy Pages and keep this game where it is. Padres with a 6-5 lead over the Dodgers, and we'll keep it here for the singing of God Bless America. Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Adam Chandler is standing in the third base coach's box here at Petco Park as we send you down to the field for the singing of God Bless America.
America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the lights from above. Sing with me. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Adam Chandler from Marine Corps Band San Diego, stationed at MCRD San Diego. Time to stretch at Petco Park. It is the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. Top of the order coming up on the Padres Radio Network.
Attention San Diego. Are you ready for a fun, action-packed 2025 season with the San Diego Legion? Whether you're
Cheers, baseball fans. Thank you for hanging out with us during this Division Series MLB postseason matchup. Please hit that like button down below. It helps bring more baseball fans and sports fans here to the chat to help you cheer on your team. Where you watching from in the chat, let us know. Say hi and hit that thumbs up button. We'll be right back to the baseball action. We'll see you guys in the chat. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it classy. And good luck to your team. Hope they win and move on to the World Series.
You can taste the difference in the real beef flavor and the quality that we stand for. Jensen is San Diego's homegrown flavor, crafted right here in San Diego. Look for our black box in the frozen section at Food for Less. Jensen is a proud sponsor of Padres Radio Network.
And stepping up to the plate, Denny's Original Grand Slam. Come enjoy the yummiest hidden breakfast for a price that knocks it out of the park. Craving a home run breakfast? Run to your local San Diego Denny's today.
Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Dine-in only. No substitutions.
Introducing Lineage Watch Company, an American watch brand proudly owned and operated here in San Diego, designed, engineered, and purpose-built in the USA. Lineage's watches are uniquely powered by American movements. Celebrate American craftsmanship and enjoy 40% off all Lineage Watch products by ordering today at lineagewatchco.com. Again, lineagewatchco.com. lineagewatchco.com.
Hi, it's Jake Cronenworth with the San Diego Padres. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Join the Padres on Deck membership waitlist to enjoy the best access and value on Padres baseball in 2025. While memberships are currently sold out, enjoy waitlist benefits now while securing your spot in line to become a future season ticket member. Learn more at padres.com/waitlist.
Seventh inning stretch brought to you by Grand Jetto's Farm and Garden Supply, where they believe great service starts with listening to you. From soil to timing, they dig into your projects as much as you dig into your yard. Located in Encinitas, Escondido, and Fallbrook, and online at grandjettos.com. One more batter here for the lefty, Anthony Banda. He's going to face Luis Arise, presumably a pitching change after that. Daniel Hudson continues to warm. Padres with a 6-5 lead. Arise, Tatis, and Profar are the guys coming up. Padre pitching is now set down 14 in a row since the grand slam by Hernandez. Pitch on the way to Arise, lefty to lefty, and Luis takes outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Arise 0 for 2 in his career against Banda, and 0 for 3 on the night. Usually when Arise is 0 for 3, there's a hit coming. 1-0 in the dirt outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
I think that's accurate. Pretty much anytime he comes up to the plate, 0 for he's due.
Grounded into a double play his last at bat back in the 4th inning. Here's the 2-0, and Arise swings, sends it in the air high, but not deep to right field. Bats a little bit over to right center, calling off Pajes, and he'll make the catch, 1 down. Padre Baseball brought to you by your San Diego Hyundai Dealer Association. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. Visit your San Diego Hyundai dealer today. Indeed, Dave Roberts will call on the veteran right-hander Daniel Hudson, a pitching change in the bottom of the 7th inning. 6-5 Padres. Tatis coming up on the Padres Radio Network.
This pitching change brought to you by Cask & Coast Premium California Bourbon. San Diego's award-winning craft bourbon. Smooth and flavorful. Winner of 4 gold medals. Cask & Coast. Harvested in the heartland. Crafted in California. Enjoyed everywhere. Visit caskandcoast.com.
Nobody likes an old, yuck, ugly bathroom, so contact Miramar Kitchen and Bath. They're the kitchen and bathroom remodel specialists. Call Miramar Kitchen and Bath at 858-271-8434.
Contractors license 657333.
Miramar Kitchen and Bath.
Visit Fraser Farms Market for organic produce deals. This week, find deals on organic red star crimson or Bartlett pears $2 a pound, organic romaine hearts $3, organic fresh celery $1 each, and more. Fraser Farms Market in La Mesa, Oceanside, and Vista.
Do what thousands of San Diegans do first. Shop Ken Gordy Ford. Save on new Ford F-150 truck, SUV, or Mustang Mach-E. And every deal has Tony Gwynn Jr.'s stamp of approval. Shop online at KenGordyFordSanDiego.com.
Ken Gordy Ford Carlsbad. Yes, we can.
Keep the Major League winning going all postseason long at Valley View Casino and Hotel when you join the most generous Players Club in Southern California at Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join and receive over $100 in free instant offers to enjoy at San Diego's favorite casino. No strings attached. Signing up for the Players Club is always quick, easy, and free. So visit valleyviewcasino.com to learn more today. That's valleyviewcasino.com.
Right-handed reliever Daniel Hudson into the ballgame. Second appearance in this postseason. Went 2/3 of an inning in Game 2 and had a clean 2/3 of an inning.
Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute instant drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. SoCalOilChange.com. Yeah, you got both Higashioka and Arise to ground out. It was a very quick cameo in Game 2. And he will now face Fernando Tatis Jr. with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 7th inning. Padres with a 6-5 lead, which is where this game has been since the top of the 3rd inning. And at the time, you certainly didn't expect it to still be 6-5 this deep into the night.
Yeah, not much action really since that 3rd inning. Both teams' pitching has really stymied each other's offense.
Fernando will try and change that as he takes low and outside. Ball 1 from Hudson. 0 for 3 in his career against the veteran right-hander. Couple of strikeouts. Hudson now 37 years old. Former Padre won a World Series with the Nats. Pitch here, swung on, sent in the air to center field on a line. It's deep. Pages is back and feeling for the wall. He makes the catch on the warning track in center field. 2 away.
Well struck by Toddy. Hit on a line. Pages able to track it down right on the warning track for out number 2.
So the base is empty for Jurickson Profar. 1 out of 3 with an infield single. Edman made a nice running catch on a ball he popped into shallow left his last time. Hitting left-handed, rips this one foul on a line. Strike 1. Told you it's the biggest crowd ever for a game here at Petco. 47,744. Gallagher Square is an unbelievable scene out there. Here's the 0-1. Profar swings, pops it up behind second base. Edman back from short will be called off by Pages. And the center fielder comes on, makes kind of an underhanded catch. And that will end a 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th inning. On to the 8th at Petco Park. Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman coming up on the Padres Radio Network.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra oomph. I go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. I get into the sweetness of the honey, then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet. The combination alone takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
The Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is back with a bite. Try it with the original or spicy filet, now for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Just in time for the postseason and playoffs, Bear Windows is offering 5 windows and a patio door installed for just $4.
Hey you. Yeah, the one that's listening to the MLB playoffs with us. We really appreciate you being here. Please help our community grow. Take a minute to click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single MLB playoff game here on Toronto Sports Insider. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Now, if you're already subscribed, we appreciate it. Cheers, Insiders. Now, please share this link out as much as you can. Send it out to the social boards. Put it up on the social media, on Twitter. Get it out there. Let's bring more baseball fans here into the chat to hang out with us during these playoffs. Really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button as well as hitting that share button. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
For $189 per month with $2,000 down. Hyundai of El Cajon and HyundaiofElCajon.com, where there's no tricks for your trade.
New 2024 Hyundai Tucson SEL lease. $290 per month. $2,000 due at signing. 36 months. Excludes registration, tax, title, and license. 10K miles per year. Up to 120% of KBB fair trading value. See dealer for details.
This is Mike Schilt, manager of the San Diego Padres. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
Our next game preview is brought to you by Sycuan Casino Resort, the official casino partner of the San Diego Padres. Game 4 of this division series will be tomorrow night here at Petco at 6:08 p.m. Pitching plans to be determined for both teams, and obviously the result of this game tonight could have a pretty heavy influence on what we see tomorrow, because one of these teams will go into tomorrow's game with their backs against the wall facing elimination.
Such a pivotal game here. Game 3 of this 5-game series. And Tanner Scott will be brought in to face the top part of this lineup, which has done a lot of the damage.
Tanner Scott will be in a game now for the 3rd straight game in this NLDS. He will be facing Shohei Ohtani for the 3rd time in this series, and he has struck him out each of the first 2. Ohtani now 1 for 11 against Tanner Scott in his career with 5 Ks. Here we go, lefty to lefty. First pitch, swing and a miss. Ohtani came out of his shoes, could not connect with the 98-mile-an-hour heater, 0-1.
Fastball away, Ohtani kind of pulling off there. Tanner Scott gets ahead 0-1.
Padres lead by 1 in the 8th. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Ohtani takes a little bit too far inside, 1-1. Slider backed up at 91 miles an hour. Scott acquired from the Marlins at the deadline, an all-star closer with the Fish. Pitch outside, 2-1 to Ohtani. 44 games with Miami, 28 with the Padres. 84 strikeouts in 72 innings during the regular season. Two and 1 to Ohtani, the pitch. Line foul left side, and it's 2-2.
It's clear that watching the first 3 matchups between these two that Ohtani's not comfortable. Mechanically, he's doing things that against Tanner Scott that he hasn't done against anybody else. 2-2 count.
Scott will deal. And in the air, foul up the third base line, out of play, still 2-2. Padres 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Dodgers 5 runs, 5 hits, and an error. They're on their feet at Petco. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman here in the 8th. The 2-2 pitch taken on the outside corner. Strike 3 called, and Tanner Scott strikes out Ohtani for the 3rd consecutive game.
Slider up in the zone, but outside corner. And as I said, Ohtani bailing, that makes that pitch look that much further outside. He goes down looking.
Now Mookie Betts. Right-handed hitter, 2 for 3 with a homer and a couple of runs scored. First pitch swinging in the air to center field. Merrill back. He's got room in front of the warning track. Squares it up. Makes the one-handed catch. 2 down here in the 8th.
Two quick ones here for Tanner Scott. 6 pitches to finish Ohtani. He gets Betts on the first pitch.
Now Freddie Freeman fouls it back, strike 1. Michael King gave up a grand slam to Teoscar Hernandez with 1 out in the 3rd inning. That made it 6-5. The Dodgers have not had a base runner since, and the score remains the same. 0-1 to Freddie Freeman. Pitch from Scott, swung on, grounded up the middle, and into center field, a base hit. Freeman hobbling his way to first base. He may come out of the game here.
Yeah, here comes Chris Taylor to pinch run for him. Freeman gets his knock, and with Tanner Scott facing the minimum 3, here comes Mike Shildt.
So that ends a run of 16 in a row set down by Padre pitching. King, Estrada, Adam, and Scott combining on those 16. But a 2-out single will put a man aboard for Teoscar Hernandez. And Hernandez, of course, prior to the single a moment ago, the last guy to have a hit for the Dodgers. It'll be Robert Suarez trying to come on and get 4 outs. Padres with a 6-5 lead. Pitching change in the 8th on the Padres Radio Network.
Start home improvement projects now and save with Dixie Line's door and window gift card with purchase promotions. You'll save a ton on doors, windows, decking, and more. It's all in this month's Dixie Line mailer.
Cheers, baseball fans. Thank you for hanging out with us during this Division Series MLB postseason matchup. Please hit that like button down below. It helps bring more baseball fans and sports fans here to the chat to help you cheer on your team. Where are you watching from in the chat? Let us know. Say hi and hit that thumbs up button. We'll be right back to the baseball action. We'll see you guys in the chat. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it classy. And good luck to your team. Hope they win and move on to the World Series.
It's so quick and easy. If you haven't had your oil changed in a while, get it done today. Go to SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. SoCalOilChange.com. Hey guys, it is Woodsy. EcoWater SoCal just won the 2024 Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Ethics. They're celebrating 100 years by offering free in-home water tests. Hard water and contaminants are crashing your pipes party, but EcoWater SoCal's here to clean house. Imagine softer skin, shinier hair, and longer-lasting appliances. Don't let another drop of mystery water pass through your lips. Call 760-350-3338 or go to EcoWaterSoCal.com. Your water should be perfect.
Schilt will turn to his closer and asking for 4 outs. Robert Suarez enters the game. 3rd appearance of this postseason so far. He's been great. Opponent's hitting 143. He's gone 2 innings, only giving up 1 hit.
So I'm in game 1 of this series. No, I'm sorry. So I'm in both games of the wild card series, but not in game 1 of this series. And he's got Teoscar Hernandez with Chris Taylor, the pinch runner at first base, 2 down. Padres with a 1-run lead here in the 8th. Hernandez, of course, the grand slam in the 3rd inning. That made it 6-5. That is still the score. Hernandez will get into the box 0 for 4 in his career against Robert Suarez with a strikeout. The idea for Suarez, obviously, is to get 4 outs without allowing a run. Hernandez, Muncy, Smith, Lux. Taylor, big lead at first. They throw over to check on him immediately. He gets back without a tag from Arise. Chris Taylor, 5 for 6, stealing bases during the regular season. And with a power hitter like Teoscar Hernandez up, if he goes, he better be sure he can make it. First pitch on the way, not running, and a fastball strike right on the outside part of the plate at 99. 0-1 to Hernandez. Tanner Scott got the first 2 outs of the inning, including a strikeout of Ohtani. But he gave up the single to Freddie Freeman. And now he waits like the rest of us to see how it goes. 0-1 pitch right down the middle at the knees, but they don't get the call. Boy, Higashioka couldn't believe it. He turned his head around to ask Corey Blazer, the plate umpire, where that missed. And Blazer, I guess, thought it was low. So it's 1-1 on Hernandez. Taylor's got that big lead at first base. Here's the pitch. Taken downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Suarez set on 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Fastball at 100. In underneath the hands. Count moves to 2-2.
Taylor at first, 2 down. Padres lead by 1. The 2-2 from Suarez swung on, popped up. Arise coming down the line from first on the grass cutout about halfway to home. He makes the catch and the inning is over. No runs, a hit. Taylor left at first base. Go to the bottom of the 8th at Petco Park. It is still the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. Machado, Merrill, Bogarts coming up on the Padres Radio Network.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
Hey everyone, Scraby here. It's October, which means watching sports is in full swing, and sometimes it's associated with a lot of drinking. Kaiser Permanente reminds us all of practicing Sober October, or the Sober Curious movement, encouraging mindful drinking habits, which can bring physical and mental health benefits. Here's a few activities to replace drinking with. Take a walk or ride a bike before dinner, meditate or stretch for 20 minutes, or even play a game on your phone. More at kp.org/San Diego. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
Save time and money with Home Turf. Our pet-friendly Always Green Turf is perfect for busy homeowners. Visit SDHometurf.com or call 888-4ST-TURF for a free consultation. That's 888-4ST-TURF. Home Turf. Always green, always easy.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. That's why our Lowe's Red Vest associates can help with game time decisions. Plus, use in-store mode on the Lowe's app to find what you need. Under pressure at home and want it soon? Order online by 2 p.m. to get it same day. Same day valid on eligible in-stock items and select zip codes only, subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. Exclusions and more terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Hi, this is Jackson Merrill. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
Bottom of the 8th at Petco, Padres with a 6-5 lead, and Tom DeLonge of Blink 182 was just walking around the concourse during the sing-along, and that's pretty good stuff. Machado, Merrill, and Bogarts coming up against the new Dodger pitcher, Michael Kopech. Today's Slam of the Game brought to you by Denny's, home of the original Grand Slam. With 20 locations in San Diego, you're never too far from a menu loaded with amazing deals all day, every day. Slam of the game. How about Fernando Tatis Jr., a 2-run homer back in the second inning, gave the Padres a 6-1 lead, and he would peacock his way around the bases here at Petco Park.
This young man is built for this stage, and he has shown out as such.
Manny Machado will stand in 2 out of 3 with a couple of singles and a run scored. Kopech has been great for the Dodgers. Big crowd wants a big moment. First pitch taken, and a fastball strike at 99. Here's the 0-1. Machado takes low and outside. Kopech, big right-hander, steps back and delivers, and the 1-1 is fouled straight back. Remember, Chris Taylor ran for Freddie Freeman in the top of the inning. Taylor stays in to play third base. Muncy slides from third over to first for the second time this series. 1-2, and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Machado. Two, Machado, big swing, fouls one back. And Manny comes up a little bit funny after that swing and a miss. Kind of hopping and hobbling up the first baseline. Mark Rogo, the Padres head athletic trainer, going to come check on him along with Mike Schilt.
Fastball up and in, whacked. Not sure exactly what happened.
Manny kind of bent over, holding his baseball bat. in front of the Padre dugout on the grass, sort of right behind that postseason logo that is painted onto the turf here at Petco. Testing something with his lower body, just kind of shaking his hips back and forth. Now he's going to take a practice swing. And boy, it'd be hard to imagine Machado coming out of this game.
I would think his leg would have to be coming off for him to come out of this game.
Mike Schilt going to walk him back a little bit towards home plate and now send him on his way. Schilt and Rogo back to the dugout. Machado kind of put his left foot up. He's stretching it a little bit.
Looks like a calf, maybe. He's stretching it out.
Kopech's going to take a warm-up pitch, and he says he's good to go. And boy, a dramatic pause in a dramatic moment. Back into the box. 6-5 Padres here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 to Manny. Kopech is ready. Here's the pitch. And Machado swings, pops it up behind home plate. That'll come down into the seats to our right. Two and two again. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Manny able to spoil it foul into the net behind home plate. Pitch on the way. Manny, big swing, pops it up, foul ground towards the Dodger dugout left side. Smith is over. He won't have a play as it comes down 4 rows deep.
Still stretching out that calf, it looks like.
Sunday night in L.A., we saw Xander Bogaerts hit a home run after his hamstring cramped up in the 8th. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat about to be delivered. Here it is, and Manny swings, muscles it in the air, left side of the infield. The shortstop, Edman, calling for it, and on the dirt, he'll make the catch, 1 away. Manny very slowly walking back to the Padre dugout, holding the barrel of his bat as Jackson Merrill digs into the left-handed batter's box.
Certainly hope that's not a serious issue there, as that calf's clearly bothering him through the rest of that bat.
First pitch to Merrill, down and in, ball 1. Merrill 0 for 2 against Kopech with a walk. Now the 1-0, taking, and in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. Jackson was issued an intentional walk back in the 5th inning with first base open. 2-0, the pitch is high. 3 balls and no strikes. Remember, Kopech had a very long 9-pitch at bat against Machado. Now he's gone 3-0 on Merrill. The right-hander deals. Jackson taking all the way. Looks at a fastball strike. It's 3-1. One out and nobody on. Padres ahead by a run. Pitch to Merrill, swung on and missed. And Kopech has gone from 3-0 to 3-2.
Cutter slider there below the zone. Count now moves to 3-2.
Kopech fires, Merrill swings, pops it up foul, upper deck behind home plate.
Just watching Manny after he popped that ball up. He was giving instruction to Jackson as he was running up the first base line.
3-2. Now the 7th pitch of this at bat. And Merrill swings and misses. Strike 3. Kopech got a fastball past him. It's only the 3rd time tonight a Padre batter has struck out. So the bases are empty, 2 away, and it'll be left up to Xander Bogaerts here in the 8th. The Dodgers have Muncy, Smith, and Lux in the 9th. Suarez has gotten 1 out. He needs 3 more. Kopech ready, first pitch. Bogaerts fouls it back.
Padres taking some good passes at the fastball. Bogaerts swinging first pitch, fouls it straight back.
Here's the 0-1. Xander waves at the cutter and misses strike. Just saw a shot of the Padre dugout. It looked like Mark Rogo was basically massaging Manny's left calf. Making sure he's good to go for the top of the 9th inning.
Be another cramp situation.
Oh, and 2 to Bogaerts, the pitch. Tried to check on a ball outside, but he went, and that is strike 3 to end a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 8th inning. On to the 9th we go. It is still the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. Robert Suarez going to try and shut the door in a 1-run game. Game 3 of the National League Division Series continues next on the Padres Radio Network.
Hello, this is Craig Gio at Anthony's Fish Grotto, San Diego's oldest and most awarded seafood restaurant. Our hometown baseball team isn't the only one having a great year. So is Anthony's. We've collected 9 gold awards from neighborhood newspapers, along with the big one, the UT Readers Poll for Best Seafood Restaurant in San Diego County. So swing on out.
Hey you. Yeah, the one that's listening to the MLB playoffs with us. We really appreciate you being here. Please help our community grow. Take a minute to click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single MLB playoff game here on Toronto Sports Insider. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Now, if you're already subscribed, we appreciate it. Cheers, Insiders. Now, please share this link out as much as you can. Send it out to the social boards. Put it up on the social media, on Twitter. Get it out there. Let's bring more baseball fans here into the chat to hang out with us during these playoffs. Really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button as well as hitting that share button. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hi, it's Joe Musgrove with the San Diego Padres. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
All right, 9th inning at Petco Park. The Padres have a 6-5 lead over the Dodgers here in Game 3 of the NLDS. Series is tied 1-1. Suarez came on to get Teoscar Hernandez with a runner aboard in the 8th inning and popped him up on 5 pitches. Now he's got Muncy, Smith, and Lux in the 9th. And those 3 guys in their careers collectively 2 for 16 against Robert Suarez. But obviously about as high pressure of a moment as the Padre closer has had in what is, you have to remember, kind of a brief major league career.
And Max Muncy, out of those 3 guys, I think the best fastball hitter of the 3. We'll see how Suarez decides to attack him. It's a 1-run game. One swing of the bat can tie it.
It has been 6-5 since Teoscar Hernandez hit a grand slam with 1 out in the 3rd. We are now in the 9th. Muncy 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. That was against King and Estrada. Now he faces Suarez, left-handed batter. First pitch, Muncy swings, fouls it off Higashioka's mask, and strike 1. Close to 48,000 in the building. And they are rallying Suarez and the Padres. Here's the 0-1. Muncy takes high, a ball and a strike. Padre infield swung around to the pull side as much as they can. 1-1 pitch, waved at and missed. Had him out in front of a changeup, 1-2.
Good pitch there. One of the issues for Suarez really at the end of the year was too many fastballs, too predictable. 1-1 changeup executed to perfection, now 1-2.
Pitch on the way. Muncy swings and misses. Strike 3. Chased 100-mile-an-hour heat up and out of the zone. 1 away here in the 9th.
High cheese. Top of the zone. Padres 2 outs away from taking a 2-1 lead in this series.
Will Smith now 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Right-handed batter. First pitch, ground ball to shortstop. Bogarts charges it. He's got it. Sets himself. Perfect throw to first is in time. 2 down here in the 9th. Gavin Lux, a left-handed hitter. 0 for 3 on the night. Couple of ground outs. He's also popped a profile. 1 for 5 in his career against Suarez with a double. Everybody standing. The gold rally towels waving above their heads. First pitch on the way. Taken, low and outside, ball 1. One 1-0. Lux swings, fouls it off behind the dish, and the count is even 1-1. Suarez is set. Here's the pitch. Lux swings and misses. 1-2.
Goes back to the 1-0-1 fastball. Top of the zone. Lux can't catch it. Suarez 1 strike away from giving his team a 2-1 lead.
Here's the 1-2. Lux takes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Went back to the changeup. Lux would not chase.
Good pitch selection there from Suarez. 1-2 change, misses down and away. 2-2 count.
Suarez is ready. Here's the 2-2 check swing liner foul into the netting above the Dodger dugout.
Back to the high fastball. Lux check swings, fouls it off to the left. See if he goes back to that changeup here. 2-2.
Here's the pitch. Lux takes a little low. 3 balls and 2 strikes it was. Another change.
This is down, and Lux is brought the count back to 3-2.
Tommy Edman would be next. 3-2. Suarez delivers. Lux swings and misses. Strike 3. Suarez and the Padres have beat LA, and they take a 2-1 lead in the National League Division Series. A 6-run second inning holds up, and the Padres can send the Dodgers home for the winter with a win here tomorrow night.
Just enough offense from the Padres today. After the 3rd inning, lights out from this bullpen and Michael King. And tomorrow, they can put the Dodgers to bed.
4-out save for Robert Suarez, and another tightly played, well played, emotional game between these two teams. And for the 2nd straight game, it's the Padres on top tonight by a final of 6-5. Take a break, come back, give you some final thoughts and the totals on the Padres Radio Network.
Hey, baseball fans, Tony Gwynn Jr. here. We're in the hunt to win it all. And if you're in the hunt for a new outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is made with up to 85% recycled materials, proprietary technology for a better deck and a better planet. TimberTech is so natural looking, it's hard to distinguish from real wood. No decking has more color, widths, installation options, and top-rated fire resistance than TimberTech. It's everything wood should be. Get free samples, find a local contractor, and more at TimberTech.com.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal.
Hey,
Visit your
sports
nearest
fans,
Hyundai dealer
we've
today.
made it
Hyundai.
to the Division Series. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please take a moment to check the link that is pinned in the chat. It is our Sick Kids Fall Drive campaign link. We are raising money for Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. It is near and dear to my heart, as I wouldn't be alive today if it was not for that hospital there in Toronto. So please click that link, check it out, send a donation in if you can to support this awesome channel and this awesome community of Toronto sports fans that we have here, bringing you all of the MLB playoff games. Thanks again for being here. We'll see you guys back in the chat. Good luck to your team, and let's make a difference in the community.
...2024 playoff appearance so far.
It was another fun one here at Petco, and it ends with a Padre win 6-5 over the Dodgers. They will try and end this series tomorrow night at 6:08. Totals tonight: the Padres 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors, they left 3. Dodgers 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, they left 2. King the win, 2-0. Buehler the loss, 0-1. Suarez his second save of the postseason. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes in front of the largest crowd ever here at Petco Park, 47,744. Padre Baseball has been a presentation of Odyssey and the Padres Radio Network. Our producer-engineer is Dave Marcus. Studio coordinator Frank Marchese. For Tony Gwynn Jr., I'm Jesse Agler, reminding you to join us tomorrow night for Game 4 of the National League Division Series at 6:08 against the Dodgers here at Petco Park. Stay tuned. The postgame show with Sam is coming up next on the Padres Radio Network.
Thank you for listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network. Our broadcast has been brought to you by Eco Water SoCal, Valley View Casino and Hotel, Genesis Home Improvements, Chick-fil-A San Diego, Cask and Coast Premium California Bourbon, Frozen Ropes Baseball and Softball Training Facilities, Lineage Watch Company, Fraser Farms Market, Rockin' Baja Coastal Cantina, Bada Fulkerson Law Group, Sin Lee Food, Kaiser Permanente, Hamul Casino, Jensen Meat, El Cajon Ford, Soapy Joe's Car Wash, Timber Tech, Grand Jetto's Farm and Garden Supply, Dixieline Lumber and Home Centers, Ken Grody Ford, Doors Etc., Seaside Market, Saquon Casino Resort, San Diego Legion, B&B Appliance, Stanley Steamer, Bear Windows and Doors, The Fish Market, Bay City Brewing Company, Broken Yoke Cafe, your San Diego Hyundai dealers, Anthony's Fish Grotto, and by The Grilling Store at Hillcrest Ace Hardware. Stay tuned for the Padres postgame show with Sam Levitt on the Padres Radio Network.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been presented by Health Markets. Shop for health insurance your way.
Looking for the perfect way to wind down Tuesday evenings? Join us for the first ever Sunset Sessions at the Fish Market downtown Bayfront. Every Tuesday in October from 5 to 8 p.m., enjoy live music by Daniel Neuheiser in our cozy cocktail lounge while taking in some breathtaking waterfront views. Relax, sip on your favorite cocktail, and let the music set the mood. Fresh seafood, handcrafted drinks, and sunsets you can't miss. The Fish Market, 750 North Harbor, San Diego, where the sea meets the city. Visit thefishmarket.com for details.
Experience the excitement of the Padres postseason at Sycuan Casino Resort. Catch all the action on screens throughout the casino. Sign up for your Padres Club Sycuan card today. Sycuan Casino Resort, the official casino partner of the San Diego Padres.
Service, professionalism, and quality of work is what sets Stanley Steamer apart from other floor cleaners.
And now's the time to experience a real clean from our friends at Stanley Steamer. Whether it's hard surfaces like tile and grout, hardwood or natural stone, or soft surfaces like carpets or area rugs, Stanley Steamer has the experience to clean them all.
Stanley Steamer's technicians will arrive in their iconic yellow vans wearing distinctive red shirts and white pants. Call 888-STEAM-2000 or schedule online at StanleySteamer.com.
Hey guys, it's your old pal Woodsy for Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15 minutes or less drive-through oil change reminds you can stay in your car while it's being serviced. Valvoline is the quick, convenient, and most trusted oil change provider in San Diego. I go to the one by my house, every 3,000 miles. You're not driving as much, don't need an oil change? Valvoline Instant Oil Change offering a free courtesy check of your tires and battery. Valvoline is open 7 days a week. For directions and discounts, go to SoCalOilChange.com. That's SoCalOilChange.com.
Homo erectus. The name means upright man. Humankind evolved from hunter-gatherers to savvy shoppers, from foragers and scavengers to double-decker cheeseburgers and fries. Today, Grocery Outlet pushes our evolution forward with quality cuts of meat and fresh produce at bargain prices. Top quality meats and produce. Grocery Outlet prices. That's not just living upright, that's living right.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
How do you get your home kitchen ready for the holidays? With premium KitchenAid appliances at B&B Appliance. Fall into savings on KitchenAid refrigerators, ranges, cooktops, dishwashers, and more, including stainless steel. It's all on sale, and KitchenAid appliances help bring the scent of holiday cookies, perfectly chilled wines, and ingredients to culinary life. Your journey to an incredible kitchen starts at B&B Appliance, serving San Diego for more than 50 years. In Escondido or online at bnbappliance.com.
Local restaurateurs streamline operations with Sinley Foods' fantastic delivery service. Top local eateries source premium ingredients here. Apply now for convenience that transforms your business. Sinley Food, 4665 El Cajon Boulevard, the Cook's Asian Resource.
The San Diego County Bar Association offers a public service to assess your need for a lawyer. You will receive 3 references to qualified attorneys, each of whom will provide you with 30 minutes of legal consultation without charge. Visit sdcba.org to learn more.
Remember when customer service mattered? At the grilling store at Hillcrest Ace Hardware, we do. At our family-owned business, we believe customer service goes beyond just selling you a new grill. Let our knowledgeable grilling experts help you pick the right grill, smoker, griddle, pizza oven, or accessories to meet your needs. Shop our wide variety of brands and grill styles. The Grilling Store at Hillcrest Ace Hardware or online at thegrillingstoresd.com, where the customer still matters. Delivery available throughout San Diego County.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Autumn is in the air, and like the leaves, prices are falling at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale this weekend. We've got tons of products on sale, like 3-ton jacks for under $100, 5,000-watt generators, $250 off, plus dual bevel miter saws at nearly half the price of the competition. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Valid until 10/13/24 while supplies last. So hurry in. Limitations apply.
Want to up your grilling game for the playoff run? Start with Jensen Premium Beef Patties. They turn every cookout into a home run. Our 100% real beef patties are made right here in San Diego. When you bite into a Jensen patty, you can taste the difference in the real beef flavor and the quality that we stand for. Jensen is San Diego's homegrown flavor, crafted right here in San Diego. Look for our black box in the frozen section at Food for Less. Jensen is a proud sponsor of Padres Radio Network.
Hey guys, it is Woodsy. EcoWater SoCal just won the 2024 Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Ethics. They're celebrating 100 years by offering free in-home water tests. Hard water and contaminants are crashing your pipes party, but EcoWater SoCal's here to clean house. Imagine softer skin, shinier hair, and longer-lasting appliances. Don't let another drop of mystery water pass through your lips. Call 760-350-3338 or go to ecowatersocal.com. Your water should be perfect.
Welcome to the Padres Postgame Show on the Padres Radio Network. Coming up, we'll deliver a full recap of today's game, including highlights from the biggest moments. We'll take a trip down to the manager's office to hear from Mike Schilt. Plus, we'll bring you scores from around Major League Baseball. The Padres Postgame Show starts now on the Padres Radio Network.
3-2. Suarez delivers. Luck swings and misses. Strike 3. Suarez and the Padres have beat LA, and they take a 2-1 lead in the National League Division Series.
The Padres take command in this NLDS here in 2024. The final score in Game 3 on a great night at Petco Park. The Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. Sam Levitt with you inside the loft here at the Western Metal Building at Petco Park. Welcome into our post-game coverage here on the Padres Radio Network. The Padres scoring 6 runs in the second inning, and between Michael King and just outstanding bullpen work here tonight from the San Diego Padres, they made those 6 runs stand up. The Dodgers getting a grand slam from Teoscar Hernandez in the top half of the third. That would be the final runs scored in this game. The Padres bullpen between Jeremiah Estrada, Jason Adam, Tanner Scott, Robert Suarez combining for 4 scoreless innings out of the pen, just 1 hit given up. And Robert Suarez, after a second half that was rocky, that was up and down, that was shaky, well, he got his first big-time save chance here tonight. 4-out save. Mike Schilt asking him to do a little bit more, and man, did he deliver a 1-2-3 ninth inning to boot, and the Padres win Game 3. They take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 series, and now an opportunity to make it a little deja vu for the Dodgers. You think about 2022 when the Padres won the second game in L.A., came back home to San Diego. Excuse me as I catch my breath after running up here. Came back home to San Diego and won the 2 games here at home. The series never got back to L.A. The Padres now have an opportunity to once again do that tomorrow night here at Petco Park. We'll get into tomorrow's game. We'll get into the pitching situation for both teams tomorrow. But here tonight, the Padres take control of this series with a 6-5 win. There's a lot to discuss. If you would have told me after that grand slam by Teoscar Hernandez in the top of the third that this game would end 6-5, I would have said no way. In fact, I would have said even in the later innings, there was probably little chance the Padres were going to win this game with 6 runs. But when A.J. Preller, and I'm going to take it way back here, when A.J. Preller made the moves he did at the trade deadline to acquire Jason Adam, to acquire Tanner Scott, not only did that bring that level of talent into this bullpen, but it also lengthened the bullpen. And he made that move for nights like tonight. Be rest assured, nights like tonight, a 1-run game, Michael King battling through 5 innings, and then the Padres, because of the guys they have in that pen, were able to flip it to that pin starting in the 6th inning. And between Estrada and Adam and Scott and Suarez, they got it done. Didn't allow a run at one point in this game between Michael King from the 2nd out of the 3rd until a 2-out single in the 8th inning. The Padres retired 16 Dodgers in a row, and they made that 6-run 2nd inning stand up. It was an electric 2nd inning. The Padres offense never got another run. They were very, very quiet the rest of the game, and you just wondered throughout the night if the Padres could make that 6-run inning stand up. And my goodness, they did it here tonight. The Padres win it 6-5 in Game 3. They have a 2-1 lead in this best-of-5 series. When we return, we'll hear from David Peralta. I just spoke with David down on the field. He had a big 2-run double in that 6-run 2nd inning. We'll hear from Mike Schilt. We've got plenty of post-game reaction from inside the Padres clubhouse, inside the interview room, as the Padres take Game 3 6-5. Our post-game show continues after this.
Sick of paying through the nose for bottled water delivery? Make the smart switch to Eco Water SoCal. For as little as $29 a month, your family will get unlimited, purified, mineral-enhanced water on tap, no rental fees. Reach out to our friends at EcoWaterSoCal.com or call them 760-350-3338.
Need a car, but your credit's haunting you? This spooky season, Hyundai of El Cajon has a treat for you. Whether you've got bad credit, no credit, or you're a first-time buyer, it doesn't matter. If you bring home $450 a week, we want to approve you. Bankruptcy, foreclosure, repossession, no social security number. No problem at Hyundai of El Cajon. Just bring your I-10. Don't let bad credit haunt you. Easy drive from anywhere in San Diego. Only at Hyundai of El Cajon and HyundaiofElCajon.com.
Not everyone will qualify. Restrictions may apply. Offer expires November 3rd, 2024. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Ben Higgins. I've got a quick question for you. Does your business use a point of sale system? If it does, you should switch to Shopify Point of Sale and improve your bottom line. Shopify has helped brands like yours save on things like platform and operational costs. In fact, they're so serious about savings, they've told me to cut this ad short to save you time. So, and now I have to do this quickly, visit Shopify.com/switch now. I have enough time to say it again? Yes. Okay, I'll make it fast. Visit Shopify.com/switch now. Now that's an efficient ad.
Soapy Joe's is celebrating the Padres postseason, offering championship-style VIP savings. And the first one's on us, a free Magic Joe car wash valued at $25. Just text MAGIC to 94333. The official car wash of the Padres is Soapy Joe's. Good, clean, fun.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
Hi, this is Kyle Higashioka. The Padres play here on San Diego's #1 station, 97.3 The Fan.
An Odyssey Sports Station.
Network. Sam Levitt with you inside the loft here at the Western Metal Building at Petco Park as the Padres take Game 3 of the National League Division Series. The final score here tonight, the Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. Sam Levitt with you inside the Western Metal Building here at Petco Park as we continue our post-game coverage. We have a lot to do, and I mean a lot to do. We'll get into the radio highlights, recap this game from start to finish in just a moment. We'll also hear from David Peralta. I just spoke with David head down on the field. We're going to have additional post-game reaction from inside the Padres clubhouse. We're also going to hear from Padres manager Mike Schilt. So we are just getting started on our post-game coverage. If you're on the way home from the game, maybe you're just getting into your car, maybe you were watching the game, now flipping over to our local radio post-game coverage. Like I've said throughout the first week of the postseason here, this is the place to be for post-game coverage. You will not get this type of extensive coverage and hear from the type of people we hear from anywhere else. So stick with us throughout the postseason. The Padres are now one win away from booking a ticket to the National League Championship Series as they take Game 3 6-5. This was a really interesting game for a number of reasons. What happened really early, and then it became about what wasn't happening late and what the Padres bullpen had to do late in this game. Let's recap this one from start to finish.
What moments had the biggest impact on today's game? We'll paint you a picture with our Game Recap, presented by Bay City Brewing. Enjoy local San Diego craft beer during the playoffs and catch pre- and post-game action at Bay City Brewing's rooftop tasting room, just blocks away from Petco Park.
Well, there are some games that have a very sleepy first few innings. This was not one of them. Let's begin in the top of the first inning. Michael King struck out Shohei Ohtani to begin the night, but then it was Mookie Betts.
3-2, hit in the air to deep left field. Profar going back, robbed one against him the other night. At the wall, leaps up, he can't get it. Nearly robbed another, but it is a home run for Betts. So Betts, who got fooled one way by Profar the other day, gets fooled the other way by Profar here today. And with that little wall in left field, Jurickson almost made an identical catch against Betts, but this time a little bit out of his reach, and a home run, 1-0 Dodgers.
Jesse was spot on. It was nearly the same spot of the ballpark where Profar robbed Betts of a home run in Dodger Stadium in Game 2, but this time he couldn't quite grab it. It hit his glove. The Dodgers led 1-0. In fact, Mookie was fooled again. He thought Profar had it. He started running back towards his dugout, and then he realized that Profar didn't make the catch. The umpires finally signaled home run. It was a home run for Mookie Betts. It was 1-0 LA. Walker Buehler took the mound for the Dodgers in the bottom half of the first inning. He pitched a 1-2-3 frame. Michael King did the same in the top of the second. That brought us to the bottom half of the second inning. Manny Machado led off with a single. Then Jackson Merrill hit a ground ball to the right side. Freddie Freeman's throw to second base hit Manny and rolled into left field. Manny went to third. That was a throwing error on Freddie Freeman. So the Padres had runners on first and third for Xander Bogaerts.
0-1. Bogaerts, little tapper up the middle. Rojas charges it short. Going to go to second on his own. Not in time. Throw to first. Not in time. And Machado scores. It's 1-1. And the Dodgers still don't have an out.
So that was a 1-1 game. Bogaerts an RBI fielder's choice. Padres, though, were far from done. David Peralta dug in.
1-2 on the ground sharply. Fair up the first baseline. Going to roll to the right field corner. Merrill's on his way home. Bogaerts is being waved. Peralta stops at second. No relay to the plate. A 2-run double and a 3-1 Padre lead as everybody in the building waves their golden towels.
This place was going absolutely wild. Peralta went to third base on a Jake Cronenworth infield single. Kyle Higashioka drove Peralta in with a sac fly to center field. That made it a 4-1 Padre lead. That was the first out of the inning. With Cronenworth still on first base and 2 down, El Nino capped the rally.
Here's the 0-2. And Tatis sends it in the air. Deep to left field. Hernandez is back. Looking up. Gonna go! 2-run homer, Fernando Tatis Jr. And it is a 6-run second inning.
So the Padres had a 6-run second inning. Fernando's 4th home run of this series already. They sent 10 batters to the plate and had a 6-1 lead heading to the third. Michael King, who had to sit down for a while as that inning unfolded, he got in trouble. 3 straight singles to begin the frame from Miguel Rojas, Ohtani, and Betts. There was 1 out and the bases still loaded. Teoscar Hernandez at the plate for LA.
Here's the 1-2. And Hernandez swings, sends it in the air to deep center field. Merrill's going back, tracking it on the warning track. He is at the wall, leaps up, it's going to go. A grand slam for Teoscar Hernandez, who basically walked halfway up the first baseline, now into his trot, and we got ourselves a ball game here at Petco. Hernandez, first home run of the postseason, and a one-run game here in the third.
Yeah, Hernandez seemed to know that it was going to go out. It seemed to be pretty close. Jackson Merrill going all the way back to the warning track, to the wall. He ran out of room. A grand slam for Hernandez. And just like that, a 6-1 game became a 6-5 Padre lead. So through 2.5 innings in this game, we had a combined 11 runs scored on 10 hits. Then the game started to settle down, and settled down in a way that I don't know you could have expected. Buehler pitched the scoreless third and fourth inning. King pitched a 1-2-3 top of the fourth inning. He did the same in the fifth. The Padres put 2 on with 2 out against Buehler in the bottom half of the fifth inning. They did not score. King went 5 innings. Jeremiah Estrada came on for the top of the sixth. The Padres still leading by 1. Estrada struck out the first 2 batters. He got a ground out from Will Smith to end the inning. Anthony Bonda then tossed a 1-2-3 bottom half of the sixth inning for the Dodgers. Padres still led just 6-5. Going to the seventh inning, Jason Adam pitched a 1-2-3 inning against the bottom of the Dodger lineup. Anthony Bonda and Daniel Hudson combined for a 1-2-3 bottom half of the seventh inning. So both bullpens doing an excellent job. Still the Padres up by just 1 run at 6-5. But then we went to the eighth inning. The Padres still ahead by 1. Tanner Scott came in to face Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman. First up was Ohtani.
Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman here in the eighth. The 2-2 pitch, taken on the outside corner. Strike 3 called, and Tanner Scott strikes out Ohtani for the third consecutive game.
Mookie Betts flew out to center. Freddie Freeman singled. Chris Taylor pinch ran for Freeman, who is dealing with that right ankle sprain. With the right-handed hitting, Teoscar Hernandez coming up. Mike Schilt went to Robert Suarez. So again, the situation, Padres leading 6-5. The tying run on first base in Taylor. The go-ahead run at the plate in Hernandez, who had already hit a grand slam earlier in the game. It was Suarez against Hernandez.
Padres lead by 1. The 2-2 from Suarez swung on, popped up. Arise coming down the line from first on the grass cutout about halfway to home. He makes the catch, and the inning is over.
And that was that. More excellent work by the Padres bullpen. Padres went down 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the eighth inning. So the Padres, after leading 6-5 after 2.5 innings here tonight, well, they were trying to win it 6-5. Robert Suarez came on trying to complete what would be a 4-out save. He faced Max Muncy. He struck him out. He faced Will Smith. Smith grounded out. 2 outs, nobody on. Gavin Lux, the final chance for LA, also representing the tying run.
3-2. Suarez delivers. Lux swings and misses. Strike 3. Suarez and the Padres have beat LA, and they take a 2-1 lead in the National League Division Series.
And that was that here tonight. The Padres win Game 3. The final score, Padres 6 and the Dodgers 5. 6 runs on 7 hits, no errors for San Diego. LA 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Michael King, how about this? Even after giving up the grand slam to make it a 1-run game in the third, he got the win, his second of the postseason. Walker Buehler got through 5 innings. He just gave up 6 in the second inning. He took the loss, and what a well-earned save for Robert Suarez. A 4-out save, his second of this 2024 postseason. 47,744 in the building here tonight. A new Petco Park record. They were rocking in the second inning, and they were hoping this bullpen could hold on, and they certainly did as the Padres win a 1-run game here in Game 3, the final 6-5 over the LA Dodgers. David Peralta, really nice night. The 2-run double, scored a run as part of that 6-run second inning. I caught up with Peralta on the field right after this Game 3 win.
David, you had the 2-run double as part of that big second inning. What was the key to getting to Walker Buehler in that inning?
Well, we were trying to be patient and attack him the same way. He was throwing a lot of fastball. I'll miss a couple fastballs early in the count, and then I just told myself to calm down and trying to get it short and quick. and I put a good swing in, and I got the double to help the team to win.
You score the 6 runs early, and then the bullpen had to hold on. How would you describe the job that bullpen did here tonight?
We got the best bullpen in the league. But they've been doing the whole year, and this is all about we're a team. We're doing this together. And thanks to the bullpen to come and shut down the team because they have a pretty good lineup too, but we're better today.
Best of 5 series. A game 3 is always really important. How critical was this win heading into tomorrow?
Hey, this is a big win for us. It's a big win, and we're going to come the same way tomorrow with the same energy, with the same attitude, and we're going to do the same thing.
Finally, David, a sold-out crowd. This place was rocking. What was the experience like playing here tonight?
Man, it's always good to be home, to be back home. And the fans came and brought the energy. And, I mean, we couldn't have done it without the fans. And so it's going to be the same thing tomorrow.
David, great win, great moments for you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
That was David Peralta. What a series Peralta's had. You think about it. The 2-run home run in the second inning in Game 2 gave the Padres a 3-0 lead. A 2-run double in the second inning here in Game 3 to give the Padres a 3-1 lead. Very, very impactful performances from David Peralta. What more can you say about the freight train? And a big thank you to Peralta for joining us post-game as the Padres win Game 3 6-5. When we return, we'll hear from Padres manager Mike Show. We've got a lot of post-game audio to play you. We will go back inside the Padres clubhouse, hear from various players after this 6-5 win. But when we return, first thing we'll do is hear from the Padres skipper. The Padres win Game 3 of this 2024 National League Division Series. They have taken a 2-1 lead over the LA Dodgers. Now the Padres an opportunity to win this best-of-5 series tomorrow to make sure that we're not going back to LA. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. But for now, we talk about a really good win here tonight. 6-5 over the Dodgers in Game 3. Post-game coverage continues from Petco Park after this on the Padres Radio Network.
This is Bob Kendrick, president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum in Kansas City and host of the award-winning SiriusXM podcast, Black Diamonds. I want you to picture this. 100 years ago, the Kansas City Monarchs and the Hilldale Athletic Club trotting onto a dusty field at the Baker Bowl in Philadelphia to begin the first ever Negro Leagues World Series. A packed house and 5 members of the Baseball Hall of Fame in action. But who knew that those athletes of 1924 would share so...
It's Game 3 of the divisional series between the Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Guardians. Tigers on Sirius 209, XM 176 and Internet 849. Guardians on Sirius 208, XM 175 and Internet 847. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
Major League Baseball's hit king Pete Rose has passed away at the age of 83. He was known for being the 1963 Rookie of the Year as well as the 1973 National League Most Valuable Player. He also had gone on to become a 17-time All-Star. He won 3 batting titles, 2 Gold Gloves, and he was also known for getting a lifetime ban from the league after gambling on his own games. His former teammate Larry Boa stopped by SiriusXM, MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, to take some time to remember his former teammate.
Well, I tell you what, I've never played against anybody against or as a teammate as competitive as Pete Rose. This guy, no matter what the score was, if you're up 10, down 10, if he was 0 for 5 or 5 for 5, he played the game one way. He played all out. When he first came up, I know he took a lot of criticism, the way he ran to first on walks and everything. This is how he played. And to do what he did in baseball, no one's ever going to do that. To get over 4,200 hits. I mean, you're talking about over 20 years in the big leagues and getting 200 hits every year. He just brought a lot to the table as a teammate. And when you played against him, you didn't like him because he did everything in his power to beat you. And then when you played with him, you loved him on your side. And he was one of the guys, along with our manager, Dallas Green, that was the guy that put us over the hump in 1980. There's no question about that. We were missing something. And when Pete came aboard, that was like the missing ingredient.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM MLB schedule for Wednesday, October the 9th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the Major League Baseball playoffs at 3:08 p.m., it's Game 3 of the divisional series between the Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Guardians. Tigers on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 849. Guardians on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 847. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 5:08 p.m., it's Game 3 between the New York Mets and Philadelphia Phillies. Mets on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 857. Phillies on Sirius 210, XM 177, and Internet 860. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. 7:08 p.m. Game 3 between Kansas City Royals and New York Yankees. Royals on Sirius 106, XM 179, and Internet 851. Yankees on Sirius 211, XM 178, and Internet 858. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 9:08 p.m. San Diego Padres taking the LA Dodgers. Padres on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 862. Dodgers on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 853. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Spanish feed on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 870. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM MLB schedule for Wednesday, October the 9th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the Major League Baseball playoffs at 3:08 p.m., it's Game 3 of the divisional series between the Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Guardians. Tigers on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 849. Guardians on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 847. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 5:08 p.m., it's Game 3 between the New York Mets and Philadelphia Phillies. Mets on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 857. Phillies on Sirius 210, XM 177, and Internet 860. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. 7:08 p.m., Game 3 between Kansas City Royals and New York Yankees. Royals on Sirius 106, XM 179, and Internet 851. Yankees on Sirius 211, XM 178, and Internet 858. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 9:08 p.m., San Diego Padres taking the LA Dodgers. Padres on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 862. Dodgers on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 853. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Spanish feed on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 870. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM MLB schedule for Wednesday, October the 9th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the Major League Baseball playoffs at 3:08 p.m., it's Game 3 of the divisional series between the Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Guardians. Tigers on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 849. Guardians on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 847. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 5:08 p.m., it's Game 3 between the New York Mets and Philadelphia Phillies. Mets on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 857. Phillies on Sirius 210, XM 177, and Internet 860. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. 7:08 p.m., Game 3 between Kansas City Royals and New York Yankees. Royals on Sirius 106, XM 179, and Internet 851. Yankees on Sirius 211, XM 178, and Internet 858. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 9:08 p.m., San Diego Padres taking the LA Dodgers. Padres on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 862. Dodgers on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 853. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Spanish feed on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 870. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM MLB schedule for Wednesday, October the 9th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the Major League Baseball playoffs at 3:08 p.m., it's Game 3 of the divisional series between the Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Guardians. Tigers on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 849. Guardians on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 847. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80.
On Sirius XM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, Sirius XM 92.
The Athletics are moving on from Oakland, and to discuss the impact that franchise had on that city, Oakland native and Athletics great Dave Stewart stopped by SiriusXM MLB Network Radio.
But when you look at the accomplishments of the Oakland A's and the impact that they had in the city, the impact that they had on the game, that's worth celebrating. There's nothing that we should be sad about. We created a mark in the game of baseball that people won't forget. When you look at, like I said, and I keep reflecting back to it, but often does it happen that you win back-to-back-to-back World Series. It doesn't happen in this game. It's a tough thing to get to it, let alone to win World Series. You know, Ricky Henderson is one of the top 5 players to ever play Major League Baseball, in my opinion. He's an Oakland native, and he played for the Oakland A's. And like I said, when you talk about ownership, Walter Haas, I always say I played for 2 and maybe 3 great ownership group, and they all shared one thing in common. One, what's best for the players, and how do we win, and how are we involved in our communities. Those were the things that all 3 of those organizations shared. And so, you know, after we get past the sadness, it does become a celebration, because this organization in Oakland, I believe, is going to be remembered for a very, very long time.
SiriusXM has soccer covered end to end. SiriusXM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's SiriusXM FC on Channel 157.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM MLB schedule for Wednesday, October the 9th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the Major League Baseball playoffs at 3:08 p.m., it's Game 3 of the divisional series between the Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Guardians. Tigers on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 849. Guardians on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 847. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 5:08 p.m., it's Game 3 between the New York Mets and Philadelphia Phillies. Mets on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 857. Phillies on Sirius 210, XM 177, and Internet 860. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. 7:08 p.m., Game 3 between Kansas City Royals and New York Yankees. Royals on Sirius 106, XM 179, and Internet 851. Yankees on Sirius 211, XM 178, and Internet 858. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 9:08 p.m., San Diego Padres take on the LA Dodgers. Padres on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 862. Dodgers on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 853. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Spanish feed on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 870. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM MLB schedule for Wednesday, October the 9th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the Major League Baseball playoffs at 3:08 p.m., it's Game 3 of the divisional series between the Detroit Tigers and Cleveland Guardians. Tigers on Sirius 209, XM 176, and Internet 849. Guardians on Sirius 208, XM 175, and Internet 847. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 5:08 p.m., it's Game 3 between the New York Mets and Philadelphia Phillies. Mets on Sirius and XM channels 89, Internet 857. Phillies on Sirius 210, XM 177, and Internet 860. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. 7:08 p.m., Game 3 between Kansas City Royals and New York Yankees. Royals on Sirius 106, XM 179, and Internet 851. Yankees on Sirius 211, XM 178, and Internet 858. National feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 80. 9:08 p.m., San Diego Padres